I'm Rick Jackson, and I'm running for governor to take the power from them and give it back to you.
With Popeye's new $5 faves menu, you can get this, or this, or this, or this. And no one's stopping you from getting them all. Now there, dear.
Love that chicken from Popeye.
President Trump endorsed only one, Burt Jones.
It's not like, oh, gee, let me think about it. This man has been an incredible leader. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Triple Team Traffic with Channel 2's Mike Shields. Mornings 4:30 to 7.
Breaking right now at 3, a live look at Town Center at Cobb, where police are investigating after an officer shot a person at the mall. We're live on the scene pushing for more information.
Live look at Storm Tracker 2 HD radar now showing another round of afternoon showers. Severe weather. Team 2 is tracking the rain and when things may finally dry out.
And a giant tree down, blocking a road. The cleanup now underway and why neighbors are
Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News. Coverage you can count on.
A lot going on right now. Welcome to Channel 2 Action News at 3. I'm Linda Stouffer.
Hello, I'm Wendy Corona, and we begin with that breaking news where investigators are on the scene of a police shooting. This is happening at the Town Center Mall. You see it right there on the map. Our Cobb County Bureau Chief Michelle Newell live there now for us. Michelle, what have you learned?
Yeah, this is what shoppers are walking out to, Wendy, this large crime scene right here in the parking lot of Town Center Mall where that officer-involved shooting happened. Shoppers told us just a few minutes ago that they saw someone doing chest compressions on someone right there in that parking lot. Police tell us that they shot someone in this parking lot. The suspect is on the way to the hospital. Still so much to learn. We have no idea what actually led up to this, but we are working to learn that. What I can tell you is this is a pretty large scene, and the mall parking lot, as you can imagine, is really busy. Lots of shoppers out here, some just walking out, wondering what's going on. We are working to learn the very latest, and we'll bring it to you once we get it. Live from Cobb County, Michelle Newell, Channel 2 Action News.
Still a very active scene. Lots to learn there. Michelle, we'll check back in with you later. Thank you.
And now severe weather. Team 2 is tracking a new round of storms. Feels like it's been this way all week. Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz is live in Severe Weather Center 2. Brad.
It has been like this all week. Heavy rain. Of course, we've had the flash flooding, some trees down. And again today, showers and storms. This is less intense, and there are fewer showers and storms that we've had over the last couple of days. So from a relative sense, it's a little bit less. But if you're in the path of one of these, it is really coming down here south of Cedartown in Polk County, northwest Alapusa, northwestern Haralson County, and then northern Paulding up into Bartow and Cherokee. Some of these areas over the last few days have had over 4 to 6 inches of rain. So heavy downpours, some clouded ground, lightning strikes there. And go a little bit farther to the north and east. So from northern Dawson into Lumpkin counties, parts of north of Cumming, parts of Forsyth, Hall County, east of Gainesville out towards Lula, another round of showers and a few thunderstorms. Most of the South Metro is dry. The severe weather threat this afternoon and evening up over the mid-Atlantic is going to stay north of us. We're going to have temperatures warm, falling through the 70s, and a little break, another break in the action, so to speak, tomorrow before widespread wet weather returns again. I'll time it all out for you coming up.
Sounds good, Brad. Thank you. And storms this morning toppled trees around the metro area, including what you see here in Sandy Springs. You see a giant tree that crashed onto the road, blocking it for hours. This happened along Twin Branch Road in Sandy Springs. And Channel 2's Tom Regan live there now. So, Tom, a road crew finally arrived to begin that cleanup.
Yeah, when a crew arrived here a few minutes ago to begin the long and difficult process of cutting up and removing this giant tree. I noticed they already have started removing limbs. This was a very, very tall tree. I'm guessing 40 to 50 feet in height. And it's a good thing it fell onto the road and not on the roof of the house over here, because it would have caused some major damage.
What do you think when you came out and saw the tree here this morning?
Shocked.
Retiree Larry Martindale slept in this morning and missed hearing the giant tree outside his home come crashing down around 7 a.m. So large, it crossed Twin Branch Road.
I can't get out of the driveway.
Oh, yeah, you're kind of pinned in here. Huh?
I'm pinned in here.
Larry doubts the tree was blown over by a storm, but likely snapped because of the weight of its rain-soaked leaves, limbs, and rotted interior. He says the tree came down at a time when many people are setting off for work or running errands. He says he's glad it didn't damage his home or strike anyone driving down the street. It's blocking your driveway, but the good news is it didn't fall under your house.
It didn't fall on the house and just fell on the street with no traffic.
Right. So it didn't hit any cars, which is good as well.
No, absolutely.
We also got word of a tree down on a house in Roswell and Marietta and some structural damage over in Gwinnett County. Again, no report of any injuries. Live in North Fulton County, Sandy Springs, Tom Regan, Channel 2 Action News.
New at 3 this afternoon, a Georgia high school community is devastated after a tree fell onto a car, killing 2 new graduates and the boy's father.
No matter where you go in Swainsboro in middle Georgia, everyone knows the Walker family.
When he walks in every day, it's just like a ray of sunshine. He's always positive. He always has a positive attitude, and he always has something nice to say.
James Walker was killed, along with his son, friends called him Deontay, and Nakira Johnson. Saturday night, a large tree fell across 2 lanes of traffic, crushing their car. The teenagers had just graduated from Swainsboro High School.
He was a leader, but he was a leader in the way that most people wouldn't expect to see a leader. He led by example.
He was like a father figure to everybody. This man had the whole house feel a little, he just had a good heart about him.
Heartbroken classmates are remembering the graduates who just got their diplomas last week.
You never know the last time you're going to hug somebody. Thursday night, I was at graduation. I seen Mr. James and I seen Conchero come off the field, and we got a picture and a hug.
You meet people like that and they don't come but once in a lifetime. But I've never had anybody up here like Mr. James.
And the graduates were both 18 years old. The tree hit another car on the road too, and that driver was injured.
The FIFA World Cup is right around the corner, and Team USA is here in Georgia preparing for a World Cup run. The team was on their training grounds in Fayetteville this morning, and it was their first practice since the full 26-man squad
would follow him. What do you need to know? Well, we think Britt might use the same path, which would give us a decent chance of catching up.
drone coverage over every match and fan experience in the country as well.
More precautions are in place to fight the Ebola outbreak. Homeland Security here in the U.S. added New York's JFK as a 4th airport to screen passengers from Central Africa, where Ebola is spreading. Channel 2's Karen Greer is live in the Satellite News Center this afternoon. And Karen, the CDC is asking staffers to help out with those screenings.
That's right, Linda. The more airports, the better. The CDC is asking its staff to keep a close eye on those coming in from the region by checking their temperature and signs of fever before they can even enter the U.S.
We need to pay particular attention to those who are hardest hit, and that's women and girls. The vast majority of cases confirmed to date have been among women and girls, highlighting the fact that caregivers in the home are most at risk from this outbreak.
International aid groups warn the Ebola outbreak in Central Africa could become the deadliest on record. Here at home, officials are racing to keep the virus out of the U.S. An internal email obtained by ABC News shows the acting CDC director urging employees to volunteer to screen Americans returning from Ebola hot zones for possible signs of the virus. Americans traveling from the Democratic Republic of Congo, South Sudan, and Uganda can only enter the U.S. through these airports. Non-U.S. citizens who have recently visited these countries are temporarily banned. The U.S. is one of several countries tightening travel restrictions amid the rapidly growing outbreak. The World Health Organization warning the outbreak is outpacing efforts to contain it. So far, there are at least 900 suspected infections in the DRC, making preparations for potential patients.
Right now we're working 14, 16-hour days, 6, 7 days a week. We're trying to rotate to get breaks.
Health officials stress the global risk of the virus spreading beyond Central Africa is still low. We're going to keep our eye on it. In the Satellite News Center, Karen Green, Channel 2 Action News.
Giving you a live look at Town Center in Cobb County. We're staying on top of this breaking news. An officer shot a suspect at the mall. Large police response. You can see the crime scene tape. We are keeping an eye on this situation. We will bring you updates as soon as we learn more.
All this Gulf moisture has kept us wet for the last few days. A little break tomorrow in most areas before rain returns. But check this out. Much drier air coming in next week. Time that up for you coming up.
GDOT closed a busy North Fulton County bridge yesterday. The timeline for it to reopen and why it could take at least 5 months.
The Fulton County Jail says it will temporarily stop accepting people charged with some minor crimes this summer. We're digging into the new policy and what it means for safety in the city.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? A team who watches out for you. Clark Howard saves you money. Justin Gray watches your back with warnings about ripoffs and scams. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's Fred Blankenship. Georgia weather is always changing. Certified meteorologist Brian Monahan covers it all with weather in a minute and storm warnings 5 minutes faster. Join us, Channel 2 Action News this morning, 4:30 to 7. And streaming on WSB now.
Dad, it's your shot.
Daly! Having John Daly as your designated swinger, that's a power move. Bank shot!
This cannot be legal.
Hiring America's largest injury law firm for your injury, that's also a power move. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
The people.com.
It's replacement window season. You have ugly, hard to open, drafty windows? Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows. Because when you buy 2, you get 2 free. Buy 2 Champion windows, get 2 free? I guess that means if you buy 4, you get 4 free. Buy 6, get 6 free. Buy 10, get 10 free.
Hurry, Champions Buy 2, get 2 free sale ends soon.
Great job, everybody. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Ceiling leak. How expensive. What? No! Every homeowner's been there. Introducing Comfort 360, the membership for year-round home comfort protection from your trusted team at Castile Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Enjoy exclusive benefits like 15% off any service, 2 seasonal tune-ups a year, and a $500 instant HVAC install credit. The Castile you love is now even better. Learn more at castileair.com/comfort360.
I remember just sitting there, wondering what was happening inside the person that I loved the most, wishing someone could see it.
At South College, you can study radiography, learning to see what others can't, to be the first step in someone's healing.
Because sometimes answers can't wait, and I want to be the one who helps find them.
South College offers over 100 programs and concentrations. To find out more about our Atlanta and Marietta campuses, visit south.edu. South College, where dreams find direction.
To Leo, skipping the buy one, get one means losing 50% of his savings potential. To Leo's mom, his logic is a work in progress. So she helped him open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account with no overdraft fees and tools to track spending. He's learning, Mom, at his own Leo pace. However you make money work, we can work with that.
Facing an 18-wheeler wreck is tough. The insurance companies delays claims, plays games. Nonsense. It's go time, team. We are unstoppable in helping you get what you deserve. Faster. One call, that's all.
Call 10.com.
President Trump endorsed only one, Burt Jones.
It's not like, oh, gee, let me think about it. This man has been an incredible leader. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Breaking news now as we give you a live look here from Town Center Mall, where the Georgia Bureau of Investigation and Cobb County Police Department are investigating after an officer shot a suspect at the mall. We're still working to learn why and how all this happened. Police are telling everyone to avoid that area. We do have Channel 2's Cobb County Bureau Chief Michelle Newell live on the scene right now. She's interviewing witnesses, gathering additional information for us, and we will check back in with her and update you just as soon as we learn more.
New developments. Fulton County Sheriff is breaking down a jail policy that will keep people charged with most misdemeanors out of jail. Channel 2's Candace McCowan is live at the Fulton County Jail on Rice Street after speaking with the sheriff today.
Yeah, and Linda, Sheriff Patrick Labat says he's been working with the county attorney on this for months now. This will take people who are charged with misdemeanors, with some exceptions, and keep them here out of the jail on Rice Street. Now, at the jail, they'll stop accepting people charged with misdemeanors like shoplifting or public drunkenness. There are exceptions: domestic violence cases, sexual assault, and repeat offenders. The county commission passed a resolution on this a week ago, but Sheriff Labat says it's been in the works for months now, and he's meeting with police chiefs, even Atlanta's chief, today.
Chief Sherbaum and I this morning had a real hefty conversation around what does repeat offender. I sit on the repeat offender task force, and so we're reaching out to that task force to say, okay, how do we get the information quicker so that we can better make those determinations?
Yeah, and the Board of Commissioners, they passed a resolution on this saying it has to do with overcrowding. They were hoping to have this policy in place before the World Cup, but the sheriff says he is working on a different timeline. We are putting that part of the story together for Channel 2 Action News at 5. We're now live here outside of the jail. I'm Candace McCowan for Channel 2 Action News.
That timeline will be very interesting. Candace, thank you.
Now new at 3 o'clock, with high grocery prices, more people are learning to grow some of their food at home in gardens. And a recent event taught them how to do it. Channel 2's Fred Blankenship takes us to the annual Soil Festival.
Why should we have a festival all about soil? 95% of the food we eat depends on soil. So what a better way to understand healthy food by understanding healthy soil. Like I had a class.
It was the day to enjoy some great weather and great healthy food at the Food Well Alliance's annual Soil Festival at Maddock Park in Northwest Atlanta. The Alliance supports more than 300 urban farms and community gardens across Metro Atlanta. The festival started 11 years ago on a small plot of land, but has grown to become a signature event in Atlanta. And our family-to-family partners sponsored the event.
Agriculture is one of our main industries for the state, and so we want to do our part in supporting and definitely getting behind all of the Georgia and locally grown product, because it goes right back into the economy within the state of Georgia.
WellStar's commitment, truly focusing on people care, extends beyond hospitals and clinics, and so this collaboration highlights the importance of nutrition, food security, and how all of these things are interconnected. And so we realize the source of all of health comes from the soil.
People of all ages learned about the importance of healthy soil, composting, and even how to grow their own food.
An event like today is bringing thousands of people to come learn and appreciate, so then they can go back in their communities and support this work.
Fred Blankenship, Channel 2 Action News.
After even more rain, E. coli levels are high in the Chattahoochee River. Leaders say runoff from heavy rain caused E. coli to spike in some parts of the water. They're advising everyone to stay out of the hooch because of an increased risk of infection. One man we spoke with yesterday says it's not going to stop him.
I've been swimming in this thing since I'm 53, so.
Not going to stop now. The E. coli count is expected to remain high as long as heavy rain continues. And we have more details for you now on the E. coli levels in the Chattahoochee River. We checked and the E. coli count dropped from 3,600 overnight to 1,000 at noon. In the last hour, it's dropped even more to about 940. This week, some areas of the river have surged beyond 17 times the normal levels. Let's give you a live look at Town Center at Cobb. You can see all the police in the area. We're staying on top of this breaking news. An officer shot a suspect at Town Center. We'll bring you any new developments as soon as we get them right here.
Social media addiction among children and teenagers, new at 3 o'clock. The changes in behavior researchers are connecting to increased scrolling time.
More than a week since Waymos were pulled from Atlanta streets because of flooding. They still have not returned. We're asking when the cars could be back on the road.
I'm Allison Mastrangelo, live from Flowery Branch. Michael Penix Jr. continues to put in work during OTAs, and I'll tell you about one player that remains absent from practice next.
After an accident with a truck, you need a powerful law firm that can take on the big trucking companies.
Gary Martin Hayes.
They knew that tractor trailers had a black box.
A lawyer with the resources to protect the evidence.
Call Gary Martin Hayes and Associates right now.
Some things have a way of lighting up our world. Words. Moments. People. The things that give us hope. And if you have early Alzheimer's disease, Kisunla is here. Here comes the sun. An anti-amyloid treatment for early symptomatic Alzheimer's disease, proven to slow the progression of the disease. Kisunla can cause amyloid-related imaging abnormalities, or ARIA, which is temporary bleeding and/or swelling in the brain. Your doctor may test for a gene at its risk. ARIA doesn't usually cause symptoms, but can be serious and fatal. Symptoms may include headache, confusion, dizziness, vision changes, nausea, difficulty walking, or seizures. Tell your doctor if you take medications to reduce blood clots. Do not take if you have a known allergy to Kisunla or any of its ingredients. Serious infusion-related and allergic reactions can occur. These are not all of the possible side effects. Call your doctor right away if you experience any side effects. There's a light within us all. Visit Kisunla.com to learn about evaluation and testing to see if Kisunla may be right for you.
With the Guaranteed Offer, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Sell your home for maximum profit without the hassle of ever putting it on the market. With the Guaranteed Offer, there are no showings, no open houses, no stress. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer in your home today.
At Georgia Natural Gas, we believe going greener should be simple. And with Greener Life, it is. Because one simple choice made by thousands of customers has added up to something big. Together, we've helped offset 1 billion pounds of carbon from the atmosphere. Proof that simple really does add up. So join today and get 12 months of Greener Life for free.
I made the right call.
Scrubbing, bleaching, never clean.
Not me. I called Bath Fitter.
Sloppy mistakes.
Not me. I called Bath Fitter.
Creating unnecessary problems.
Not me. I called Bath Fitter. Make the smart move. Call Bath Fitter and save up to $500 in upgrades.
Stealing a man's land, that's just wrong. But Burt Jones voted to make it easier for the government to take private property and give it to developers. They call it eminent domain. You know what I call it? A total crock. Burt Jones voted to let government steal my land and give it to fat cat developers. That's not just corrupt, that's disqualifying. I will not support Burt Jones.
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with a serious head injury, a closed head injury, a spinal cord injury, or a serious fracture as a result of an accident, call me, Gary Martin Hayes. I'll fight to get you the benefits you are entitled to receive.
We're staying on top of this breaking news we want to tell you about. In Cobb County, GBI Cobb County Police are investigating after an officer shot a suspect around Town Center Mall. Now, police are telling everyone to avoid the area. Obviously, a lot of people would be there this time of day. Channel 2's Michelle Newell is live on the scene talking to witnesses, gathering additional information, and will update us as soon as we learn more. Right now, though, sports director Zach Klein is here.
And Zach, the Falcons, they are back practicing for training camp.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's here, and they're getting after it, guys. Channel 2's Allison Mastrangelo joining us now live from Flowery Branch. And Allison, as expected, all eyes are on the quarterbacks. So how did Michael Penix Jr. look today?
I mean, Michael Penix Jr. looks good, right? He's able to connect on the passes to his receivers, but it's really hard to tell because he's not doing a lot of running, and he's also not facing any pressure at all. Now, for the second straight week, he's taking part in individual drills and 7-on-7 drills. Head coach Kevin Stefanski says he has not been approved yet for 11-on-11 action just yet. However, he says Penix is able to practice consecutive days. He doesn't need any days off, and he also hasn't had any setbacks. But Stefanski wouldn't give us kind of a percentage of where he thinks Penix is in his recovery process.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair for me to put a percentage on. He's doing great. He's doing outstanding. He's continues to, stack days. But I don't think it'd be fair to put a percentage on it. He's not 100%, but he's exactly where he needs to be, and I'm very impressed with how he's working.
All right, Allison, what about the other side of the ball? Was there any sight today of linebacker James Pierce Jr., who just yesterday accepted that one-year diversion program offer from Miami-Dade County stemming from that incident there back in February?
Well, James Pierce Jr. remains absent from practice. Head coach Kevin Stefanski says that they are aware of the updates, but they don't have anything further to say about it. He said they are in constant discussions with both sides, including the league, but they're still waiting for more information about it. Zach?
All right, Allison, thank you very much. Live in Flowery Branch with the Falcons. We were in Fayetteville this morning, less than 24 hours after the 26-man roster was announced in New York. The United States men's national soccer team was practicing their first practice as a team just weeks out from the opening matches of the FIFA World Cup.
If you're not a little bit nervous, you don't feel it a little bit, you don't care. So we care so much. And it means a lot to us. We want to do our best to represent this country best we can. And the nerves are there. You get the excitement, you feel those jitters, and hopefully we can just try to live in the moment and do the best we can.
All right, a well-deserved promotion for Anseh Soleil as the Hawks today naming him the president of basketball operations and signed into a long-term contract extension. Anseh was runner-up this past season for the NBA's Executive of the Year award. Linda?
Zach, thank you. And we're staying on top of this breaking news. Town Center Mall at Cobb in the parking lot. An officer shot at a suspect at the mall. We're monitoring the situation. We will update you as soon as we learn more.
A project to replace a bridge will shut it down for months. We're breaking down the timeline and the impacts to local drivers.
Fewer showers and storms today as compared to the last several days, but if you're in the path of one of these, it is really coming down. Track the storms and your hour-by-hour forecast. That's next.
Yeehaw! At Builder Surplus, we're shattering the high cost of building products.
Stock cabinets with all the features of custom at half the price. No particle board or plastic fronts. Finished and unfinished, ready to take home today.
Yeehaw!
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's a lot of reasons. Today, our roads are littered with killing machines. I'm talking about semi-trucks. They can easily kill, even at low speeds. Overworked truck drivers are driving all day and all night. Injured in a trucking accident? We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. For the people.com.
I saved enough to take my mom on a cruise. What's all this?
It's Wells Fargo. They like to celebrate when the customers save.
I am under my restaurant budget.
Yeah, you are. How about some sushi?
Can I sit down and eat that?
Oh, absolutely. Hey, bring them in. Oh.
My credit score went up.
Hey, keep going, but less. Be safe for this golf trip. Get in your Dennis. All right, who's next?
My name is Tamika, and I've been with Georgia Power for 12 years. I'm proud to work for Georgia Power because we care about our communities. Affordability is always a question wherever I'm in the community, wherever I go, even if at the family dinner, whether it's gas prices, whether it's food, everything is going up. So last year, we froze base rates to help our costs stay predictable and stable. I love my customers. I love my community. I love that we get to impact our customers in a positive way.
Express yourself
with the car you want.
from Jim Ellis.
Express yourself.
Your car is an expression of you.
And you'll discover your perfect car, truck, or SUV here at jimellis.com.
Your favorite colors and the options you're looking for. Choose from 21 new car brands.
And over 5,500 new and pre-owned vehicles.
So go on, express yourself with the Jim Ellis Expressway.
Express yourself.
Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
Burt Jones is Georgia's relentless tax fighter. Burt Jones fought to end tax giveaways for data centers and help suspend Georgia's gas tax. As lieutenant governor, Burt Jones just passed a state income tax cut. As governor, he'll end punishing property taxes.
And I won't stop until they're eliminated completely.
Burt Jones, endorsed by President Trump and hardworking taxpayers all across Georgia. Join him.
Take your cabinets home today. Builder Surplus can help design your kitchen. Finished or unfinished, all wood. No particle board, no plastic fronts. All with soft close doors and drawers. Better quality, half the price. Builder Surplus. Nobody beats our prices.
Discover music and laugh. Surprises at every turn with Blue Man Group. June 16th and 17th at the Fox Theater. Buy one, get one with promo code FAM2FAM. Family to Family and Wellstar Health System. Community coverage you can count on.
We continue to follow this breaking news at the Town Center Mall in Kennesaw, where GBI and Cobb County Police are investigating after an officer shot a suspect there. Police are asking everyone to please avoid that area. There is an active investigation happening right now. Channel 2's Michelle Newell is live on the scene for us right now, interviewing people there on scene, trying to gather additional information, and we will update you just as soon as we learn more. Brad?
All right, well, drier today than we've seen the last few days, but that doesn't mean it's dry for everybody. Storm Tracker 2 HD picking up some scattered showers and storms, and if this happens to be over your house or you're driving through it, boy, it's really coming down in spots. So you can see for much of certainly Atlanta, the eastern and southern parts of the metro area dry. And we've got this area of broken showers and storms, got a broken line to the north and west of the metro. So from Cartersville, both north and south, some thunderstorms there moving across Alatoona Lake. And then we've got some heavy rain and storms up into the North Georgia mountains. This heavy downpour in Gainesville is now pulling away into northeastern parts of Hall County. And then we go a little farther to the south and west, north of Tallapoosa, clearing out in Cedartown temporarily until the next round of showers and storms comes in. South Metro, even fewer downpours, but we've got one here in Coweta County, one right along I-85 in Hogansville, and that will continue to lift towards the north and east. And the severe weather threat is up over the mid-Atlantic, and that's where the strongest storms are going to stay today. So as we head through the evening, a mostly cloudy sky. We'll have just isolated showers and storms through 7 and 9, but notice the rain chance low for any one spot at 30%, and then a 20% chance of a stray shower at 11 o'clock. Well, the pollen count today, as you might expect with the wet weather, which tends to wash the pollen out of the atmosphere, the pollen count today, just one pollen measure, one spore, but then look at the mold count in the extremely high range today because of all that wet weather. So pollen count is low, mold you might be feeling. So here's a look at the forecast. In the hours ahead, we keep these isolated showers and storms, but by sunset, we'll see it start to diminish. So at 11 o'clock, or rather 9 o'clock, still some isolated showers and storms. That's why I gave us the 30% chance of rain. By 11, still a stray shower or two. And then overnight and into the morning hours, well, we'll dry up, even some breaks in the clouds. So mostly cloudy early, mostly cloudy in the afternoon, but our coverage of showers and storms even more limited than today. So I'm going to bump tomorrow afternoon's rain chance down to 30%. Just a few very isolated showers and storms. So a little break from our widespread and at times flooding rains today and tomorrow. We get that break. Heavy rain returns again Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you add it all up through the end of the week and the weekend, an additional 1 to 2 inches. That's the purple. Some isolated spots in red could have even more than that. 5-day forecast of the weekend, always a view. There's that break tomorrow, 30% chance of a few stray showers or storms. More wet weather Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And trending a little drier Monday. Beyond that, Tuesday, it looks to be much drier. I'll talk more about that coming up at 4.
One lonely little pollen spore. Thank you, Brad. Now new at 3 o'clock, drivers in Milton have to get used to detours for at least the next 5 months. Crews are replacing a bridge on a busy road near Milton High School. That bridge is along Freemanville Road, just south of Providence Road. Channel 2's Brian Mims is live near the work zone. And Brian, the city wanted to start this project after the school year ended.
Right. This is a project by the Georgia Department of Transportation, but the city requested the state put off closing the road until after the school year ended when traffic is lighter. This is Freemanville Road. You see all the construction equipment there at the old bridge. It's a main north-south corridor from Milton. But the bridge that crosses Cooper Sandy Creek here is nearly 70 years old and deteriorating. Its load capacity is 50% lower than current design standards. This is a $2.9 million project that GDOT expects to get done in 5 months, weather permitting. So detours will be in place when school starts again in August. Landrum Road, an unpaved but popular cut through between Birmingham Highway and Freemanville Road, is also closed to through traffic. Milton officials and GDOT say replacing the bridge is necessary to ensure safety for drivers and first responders.
So the bridge itself was deteriorating to the point where the state wanted to use their funding to replace it. Bridges generally have a 60 to 80-year design life. Many of the bridges across the state are all reaching that end of life very soon.
The new bridge will include 11-foot wide travel lanes and enough space on either side for a multi-use trail. This won't be the only bridge project in Milton. 4 others are on tap in the next couple of years. Live in Milton, Brian Mims, Channel 2 Action News.
To breaking news at Town Center in Cobb. A police officer shot a suspect right there at the mall. GBI is on the scene in the parking lot investigating, and we're monitoring the situation. We will update you as soon as we learn more.
Parents are dealing with a generation facing social media addiction like never before.
Probably have to lean into very 80s, 90s style parenting.
The changes in parenting, some say they are considering in this era of artificial intelligence.
A NASA base on the moon covering hundreds of square miles. Now we're seeing what it could look like. The new plans, including how it will help us land on Mars.
Yeah! Builder Surplus, where we're shattering the high prices of building products.
We have the largest selection of doors in the South. Iron doors, wood doors, fiberglass, front, back, patioed, interior doors. Thousands in stock.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent.
And I'm attorney Will Hamble.
Have you had a barred port implanted and later suffered complications like a blood clot, infection, or device failure?
You may be entitled to compensation. Call us here at the Ken Nugent Law Firm.
One call, that's all.
This is Emma. She used to push through her days, even when her legs made every step feel heavier than the last. And these are the vein specialists who understand how challenging vein disease can be and how much pain varicose and spider veins bring to everyday life. Emma lived with leg pain, cramps, swelling, ulcers, even difficulty standing, not knowing relief was closer than she thought. Vein disease symptoms will worsen if left untreated and can lead to serious medical complications. At USA Vein Clinics, our non-surgical 15-minute treatments are covered by most insurance plans and can help you find real, lasting relief so you can get back to your life the very same day.
Call now for your free vein screening at 404-418-4646. That's 404-418-4646 to schedule your consultation today.
This Nissan lineup goes and goes. And goes. And goes. As in really goes the distance. Fuel efficiency that doesn't run out when you go out. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims or get $3,500 customer cash on Rogue.
Work with the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. and sell your home for maximum profit. With the guaranteed offer, there are no showings, no open houses, no stress. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
What was that?
My bad. You wouldn't have a clown on your SWAT team.
Just like you wouldn't have anyone but Morgan & Morgan handle your injury case. We'll get them next time. Morgan & Morgan.
Stealing a man's land, that's just wrong. But Burt Jones voted to make it easier for the government to take private property and give it to developers. They call it eminent domain. You know what I call it? A total crock. Burt Jones voted to let government steal my land and give it to fat cat developers. That's not just corrupt, that's disqualifying. I will not support Burt Jones.
Builder's Surplus has the door you need at a price you want. Iron, wood, and fiberglass, finished or unfinished. 10 styles of interior doors, thousands in stock. Take them home today. Builder's Surplus. Nobody beats our prices.
We are staying on top of breaking news for you right now. GBI Cobb County Police Department are investigating after an officer, they say, shot a suspect in the area around Town Center Mall. Now, this is just east of I-75 and Barrett Parkway. Police are telling everyone to avoid the area. We have a crew live on the scene, and we will update you as soon as we learn more.
And we are getting our first look at what the moon could look like as part of NASA's plan to return to the lunar surface. And that includes from transportation to where the astronauts will be living. Channel 2's Fred Blankenship breaks down the project and how it will facilitate going to Mars.
New images from NASA show the agency's vision to build a sprawling base on the moon with living quarters, power stations, rovers, and drones. It could cover hundreds of square miles and serve as a launch pad to Mars.
We want to be in an environment where we can learn the skills so that astronauts can go and plant the stars and stripes on Mars someday.
The plans announced yesterday come just 6 weeks after the Artemis II mission sent astronauts around the moon for the first time in 50 years. This $20 billion moon-based project will unfold in 3 phases, the first kicking off this year. NASA will use drones and rovers to scout the best sites near the moon's south pole before construction begins in 2029. During that first phase, NASA plans to land on the moon nearly 24 times. And by 2032, it plans to send the first astronauts to live and work on the lunar surface.
With Moonbase, Artemis astronauts will stay longer, explore farther, and conduct the kinds of science that advances exploration itself.
It's an accelerated timeline aimed at outpacing China, which plans to land humans on the moon by 2030.
We are creating a future where exploration is not just an incredible moment in history, but the first foothold beyond Earth for all of humanity.
We are staying on top of breaking news at Town Center at Cobb, where an officer shot a suspect there at the mall. We just learned the suspect was a shoplifter. Channel 2's Cobb County Bureau Chief Michelle Newell gathering new information, and we'll have a live report just as soon as we learn more.
Parents say it's getting harder and harder to enforce limits on social media.
And like, I don't give a crap what everybody else is doing because it's what we do in our house and you're not going to phone.
How AI is programmed to lean into the things your child may already like, making the addiction even worse.
When someone you love is seriously injured, you're being asked to make important decisions. Motley help families understand their options. When your family needs protection, call Motley at #WIN.
Castile Home Services knows if there's one thing summer loves, it's being hot. So when your old AC shuts down, the cooling pros at Castile will be there with same-day 24/7 service to fix your AC and get you back to feeling cool and comfortable again, even on nights, weekends, and holidays. Or if a replacement's needed, we'll install next day. Book Castile today and save more than your sanity.
Hello, everybody. That's fine.
Hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me close.
That's a hit. Yodeling, yodeling. Yodeling, you are a star. It's raining hits in here.
There's a better way to find a hit, like a nice hit of cash when you play the hit family of scratchers from the Georgia Lottery.
I'm not just chasing a dream. I'm building a life my daughter can be proud of.
At South College, you could learn to become a respiratory therapist, learning to heal, to make a difference. Because when you believe in yourself, the world gets a little better. South College offers over 100 programs and concentrations. To learn more, visit South College at south.edu. South College, where dreams find direction.
It's time for the Home Run Derby, brought to you by Ed Voiles Kia of Chamblee. First up, the 2026 Kia Sportage EX. It's out of here. Right now, drive home a brand new 2026 Kia Sportage EX for just $299 a month. Next up, that feared slugger, the 2026 Kia Sorento S. Home run. Take home a 2026 Kia Sorento S for just $339 a month and a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Only at Ed Voiles Kia of Chamblee. Voiles, family owned and operated since 1952.
The latest attack from Burt Jones, total garbage. I supported Brian Kemp 100% against Stacey Abrams. I donated the maximum to Kemp, hosted a fundraiser at my house for him, and gave him $100,000 more to beat Abrams into the ground. Burt Jones, he's just lying, because that's what corrupt career politicians always do. I'm Rick Jackson, and I'm running for governor to take the power from them and give it back to you.
After an accident, it's hard to know what to do next. That's why at Mottlick, you can speak directly with an attorney at no cost, so you understand your options from the start. Accidents are stressful. Your comeback shouldn't be.
We're staying on top of breaking news in Cobb County, and here's what we learned in the last 5 minutes. The suspect shot by a police officer at Town Center Mall was a suspected shoplifter. Something happened, and again, officers fired. GBI and Cobb County Police Department are investigating this shooting. You can see the response there in the parking lot. They're telling everyone to avoid this area off of Barrett Parkway. Channel 2's Michelle Newell is gathering information, talking to witnesses there too. We'll have a live report ahead on Channel 2 Action News at 4.
And we are tracking more rain this afternoon as we give you a live look here at Storm Tracker 2 HD radar, where we've seen the showers move through all afternoon. Let's bring in our chief meteorologist, Brad Nitz. He's live for you in Severe Weather Center 2, tracking this rain.
Rain, heavy in spots, some cloud-to-ground lightning, less rain and less intensity than we've had in the last few days. But if you're under one of these storms, in the path of one in parts of Cobb and back into Paulding County, some heavy downpours there, and up into the North Georgia mountains, Gilmer County in particular, very heavy rain. So come in close. You can see from Jasper to southeast of Ellijay, spreading across the North Georgia mountains, very heavy rain, some cloud-to-ground lightning. And we got a thunderstorm that's just fired up here east of Adairsville in northern Bartow County. And across Allatoona Lake, there's been these scattered showers and storms. In the South Metro, less in the way of rain, but we do have from Hogansville to Sonoy and lifting off from Coweta into parts of Fayette County, some heavier downpours there as well. Through the evening hours, we're going to keep these isolated showers and storms. A little drier weather tomorrow. Rain chance drops to 30%. Just a few isolated showers and storms tomorrow. Then weather returns again. I'll break that down for you coming up at 4.
Brad, thank you. Social media addiction. Parents and professionals are getting increasingly worried about the impact of social media on young minds. Jatara McKee explains how artificial intelligence is heightening that concern.
It's addicting. I'm addicted to it.
Kids today will never know a world without social media, but parents like mom of 2, Brittany Wolf, are trying their best to keep their kids disconnected as long as possible.
I'll probably have to lean into very 80s, 90s style parenting and be like, I don't give a crap what everybody else is doing because it's what we do in our house and you're not going to phone.
She's not the only parent at the playground concerned about social media addiction and the consequences.
I've heard from a lot of teachers, especially in the younger age groups, that they're already noticing a difference in attention span.
Brooke Ritz is a mom of 3 and a child psychiatrist. She says social media gives young kids unrealistic expectations and creates low tolerance for boredom.
As kids get older, there's a lot of concerns about replacing real interactions with inauthentic interactions. And with AI, it's a new wave of concerns.
Being on these platforms can feel bewildering, and they often are done, they're designed that way on purpose to make it almost like a digital casino without windows.
Pitt Associate Professor Dr. Jessica Galani researches social media.
Any meta platform is off the table for my kids until they are, I would like for it to be until they're 15 or older.
Her kids aren't allowed to use TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube Shorts because the short-form video apps are algorithmically sorted and highly engaging.
And suddenly it's been an hour or more and you've lost track of your time.
Pew Research Center found about half of teens surveyed say social media has a mostly negative effect on people. and 45% of teens admit to spending too much time on it.
Parents perhaps don't realize how the goal is always to keep their kids on that platform by any means necessary. Whether the content makes a kid feel good or bad is immaterial to how the algorithms are programmed.
Galliani says parental controls never go far enough because parents can't disengage the algorithm. Part of the reason California lawmakers are considering banning some social media for kids under 16. For any age, these parents say proceed with caution.
We would watch our 6-year-old kids when they're playing outside, riding their bike down the street, and screens are no different.
And we are heading toward the rush hour traffic right now. The roads are getting busier by the moment. Triple Team Traffic's Chinwe Maponia Cook shows you the areas you'll want to avoid.
Good afternoon to everyone out there in Metro Atlanta as we prepare for rush hour. Just some things to keep in mind as you're heading out or maybe talking to folks who are heading out. I-7 rush, especially on that wet pavement, Metro Atlanta area. Also want to remind you that as volume picks up, you're going to start to see some slowdowns on I-20. So if you're coming out of the west side of Atlanta, Mosley Park, Hunter Hills, the West End, coming around those curves, just take your time because the rain is going to be slick. The same can be said coming out of East Atlanta. This is normally a high point of contention anyway on I-20 westbound, trying to merge onto that downtown connector. And that's something that we can expect to see as the afternoon progresses.
And we just checked, and Waymo's self-driving cars remain off Atlanta's roads due to flooding concerns. That makes 1 week since the cars have been sidelined, and that's since our cameras caught an empty Waymo stuck in the floodwaters. We're asking when they could return. Even before that, several Waymos were on videos circling neighborhood cul-de-sac. We talked with a personal injury attorney who says tech companies have a legal responsibility to make sure their systems work properly. Waymo says it continues to make software updates.
When the temperatures rise, Shannon Lanier and Carolyn Gracie have a wearable breeze in today's local Steals and Deals.
I'm here with Carolyn Gracie, who has an exclusive offer on an essential product that's going to keep you cool when it's hot.
Is it hot in here, Shannon?
I know, right?
Because everywhere I am, it feels like it's hot in there. So this is something that we ladies, and really anybody who's in a hot situation, like standing in line outside, long road trip, out in the garden doing your thing, at an outdoor event of any kind over the summer, this is going to keep you cool in your own personal space. This is AirBro, and it works off of a turbine. You got 3 speeds. It's going to constantly keep cool air on you. In fact, it'll run for 4 solid hours on a single charge.
And it's got a powerful blower on it. I can really feel it. And it's not loud either.
No, it's not. So it's adjustable, hands-free, whatever you're doing, planting your flowers or tossing a ball with the kids or whatever you're doing outside. This is keeping you cool because if your neck stays cool because you got those, the large veins and arteries here, that circulates through your head, your whole body stays cool.
And that's a good point because when you're doing this or you have a fan, it makes you hot just making this motion. So now you don't have to worry about it.
That's right. It's great. I love this thing. And again, you get 2 of them.
2. You can't beat that. And it's so lightweight. Okay, so tell me the deal.
Ready?
Yeah.
For 2, 50% off.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay, these are going to sell out fast. So you got to go to localsteals.com and get yours now. No more hot flashes. You got your personal fan.
Following breaking news at Town Center at Cobb, where an officer shot a suspected shoplifter at the mall. Police are telling everyone to avoid the area. We'll have a live report ahead on Channel 2 Action News at 4.
A homeowner found a stranger inside this house, knew it for the invitation after the owner came back to their property.
And a local driving school is teaching its students ways to stay safe and focused when they're behind the wheel to prevent more deaths from distracted driving.
This is Atlanta's chief meteorologist, Brad Nitz. And this is Severe Weather Team 2, a team of hand-picked, experienced meteorologists using the most advanced technology to warn you. Severe Weather Team 2, only on Channel 2 Action News. Some stories are bigger.
Channel 2 Action News live with this breaking situation.
When stories break, when it matters most. Channel 2 Action News, every day at 4, 5, and 6.
Our spending is on track.
Yes, it is. Who knows how to budget, girl? You do.
Are those your grandparents?
Yeah, we're so proud of you. So proud. We love you. They're happy tears, aren't they, Grandpa?
Greetings, Miss Smith. I hope this letter finds you in good spirits. Enclosed is your settlement check. As a person who's been in your shoes, I know the money in this envelope never fulfilled the void of losing your child. Please know that you and your family will always be in my prayers. And while each day is hard, it will get better. Trust me. If you ever need me, I am only a phone call away. Sincerely, Andre Dennis, attorney at law.
Now through Monday night only, our Memorial Day sales event is on, and it's bigger than ever at Atlanta Toyota. Last chance to get 0% financing on new Camrys, Corollas, Tacomas, Tundras. Final days to save up to $8,000 off Toyota trucks. Plus, now through Memorial Day night, absolute last chance to get a year's worth of gas when you buy at Atlanta Toyota, where everything is big.
Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy two, you get two free.
Hurry, Champion Buy Two Get Two free sale ends soon.
That's a great deal.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
After a serious wreck, the insurance company will try to pay you less. And what do? We fight to maximize your settlement at every turn and get you all that you deserve. One call, that's all.
Call Ken.com.
The pain was just excruciating. It would bring me to tears.
Running just means a lot to me. My feet just really, I was in pain.
And it hurt terribly in my heels. I started like walking like a T-Rex.
I couldn't continue. I needed to go to the Good Feet store.
And I'm greeted by this gal named Mercy. She said, just try them on.
I thought, oh my goodness, this is amazing.
Now that I have the Good Feet arch support, running is great.
This is the arch support for me.
I'm just telling you, I am grateful. I mean, it's real.
Reclaim the good life with the free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good Feet, good life.
Stealing a man's land, that's just wrong. But Burt Jones voted to make it easier for the government to take private property and give it to developers. They call it eminent domain. You know what I call it? A total crock. Burt Jones voted to let government steal my land and give it to fat cat developers. That's not just corrupt, that's disqualifying. I will not support Burt Jones.
To Leo, buy one, get one snacks means maximizing his savings potential. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
New at 3 o'clock, the latest data says the number of people dying in Georgia because of distracted driving is going up. Channel 2's Lori Wilson spoke with a driver's ed teacher about how she teaches students to be safe and focused.
Crashes, phones, like friends in the car, blasting music.
14-year-old Caitlin Elmore is taking driver's ed at Nathan's Driving School in Atlanta. A big focus in learning to drive here is learning to avoid distractions.
There's always something going on when you're behind the wheel that you have to be fully physically and mentally and visually focused.
Nathan's Rachel Galati says she wasn't surprised that the latest data shows fatal crashes due to distracted driving are going up. The governor's Office of Highway Safety 23 because of distracted driving, up to 71 fatalities in 2024. Nathan's Driving School has been around for 40 years, and things have changed. Now there's an app out their ride before they start the car. Keep the radio low, set their phone to auto-respond to text messages, and when they're driving, to put a cell phone in the glove box to resist temptation.
Georgia has a hands-free law that even with hands-free, if you're taking your eye off to look at your hands-free device, you're taking your eye off the road for a second.
Kind of scary, but I know that I can focus and
Lori Wilson, Channel 2 Action News.
Breaking news we've been on top of since Channel 2 Action News at 3 o'clock, a police shooting at a local mall.
It's extremely concerning.
New in the last 15 minutes, a witness told us what she saw. We're there live with her perspective. Channel 2 Action News at 4, just minutes away.
Yeehaw! At Builder Surplus, we're shattering the high cost of building products.
Tile starting at 69 cents, luxury vinyl plank $149. We have all the latest styles and colors with free full-size samples.
I saved enough to take my mom on a cruise.
What's all this?
It's Wells Fargo. They like to celebrate when the customers save.
I am under my restaurant budget.
Yeah, you are. How about some sushi?
Can I sit down and eat that?
Oh, absolutely. Hey, bring them in. Oh.
My credit score went up.
Hey, keep going. but less. He's safe for this golf trip. Jenny, you did it. All right, who's next?
Builder's Surplus has tile at 69 cents and luxury vinyl plank at $1.49. We have a huge selection of the latest styles and colors. Take home a free full-size sample to match your decor. Builder's Surplus. Nobody beats our prices.
Linda Stouffer, Wendy Corona, weekdays on Channel 2 Action News at 3.
Storms cutting across North Georgia. Severe Weather Team 2 is tracking them now. Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz is timing out the threat in Severe Weather Center 2.
Breaking news. In the last 40 minutes, we saw a gun on the ground where police shot someone at Town Center at Cobb.
There was this woman in the car just bawling her tears, crying.
New this hour, mall workers are telling us what witnesses saw as a man ran from police before shots rang out.
New at 4, a homeowner says they found a stranger inside their home. Bizarre offer neighbors say he made as he walked up and down the street.
Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News at 4 p.m. Coverage you can count on.
We are getting into the rhythm of this. Severe Weather Team 2, again, tracking storms for you this afternoon. Thanks for being with us. I'm Wendy Corona.
Same time every day, and I'm Karen Greer. Thanks for joining us right now. A huge tree.
The tree is gone.
Down
The tree
across
is gone.
a road in Fulton County. You are looking live where this is blocking Twin Branches Road in Sandy Springs. Crews are working to remove it.
And we have live Severe Weather Team 2 coverage this afternoon, beginning with our chief meteorologist, Brad Nitz, live now in Severe Weather Center 2.
Dry in the morning, we heat up and showers and storms develop. A typical summertime pattern. We are almost to summer. Now, not quite as much rain as we've had recently, but you see it here on Storm Tracker 2 HD from the North Georgia mountains down into the metro area. So we come in close and look at this thunderstorm east of Ellijay, north of Jasper, parts of Pickens, Gilmer, southern Union County. That's tracking to the northeast with heavy downpours, some cloud to ground lightning, certainly some gusty winds. And then across the metro area from Atlanta to the south and east dry. But look at the northern metro from Alpharetta and Roswell back into Cobb. This line of heavy rain tracking to the north and east. So we can put this into motion. You see it here, and we're going to track this as it moves across North Fulton County. It's going to bring heavy rain and some wind gusts to about 40 miles an hour. Now, that's not typically enough to cause any damage, but a sign of some strong thunderstorm winds here across North Fulton County. 6 minutes into Alpharetta. Crabapple, it's about 10 minutes from you off to Big Creek in Birmingham, a little bit longer. That's the time of arrival of those heaviest downpours. Coming up, I'll take you through the timing as we dry out a little bit tomorrow, and then more widespread rain followed by a big weather pattern change into June. That's coming up.
All right, Brad, thanks so much. Breaking news right now. A man police shot at Town Center Mall in Cobb County was allegedly a shoplifter. In the last hour, we saw video of a gun on the ground as police spread out a large tent. And it was pouring at that scene in the last few minutes where Channel 2's Cobb County Bureau Chief Michelle Newell has been. She's been taking us through the scene where she was the first one on the scene with police as they worked to figure out what was going on. We knew there was an officer-involved shooting at the mall, knew that that suspect had been taken to the hospital. Now we're hearing more about how police are trying to protect that evidence from the rain.
I think I'm still processing this. I'm still processing this. This is, especially for there to be 11 cars out here, or at least 11 cars out here, that's big. So it's extremely concerning.
Shoppers very surprised at what they're seeing there. We're going to continue and go back to Michelle Newell later on in this newscast. Well, the Justice Department wants to interview poll workers from the 2020 election right here in Georgia. The DOJ issued a subpoena to seek the names of election workers in Fulton County. Justice Department lawyers say a grand jury wants the information. This comes after the raid. The Justice Department has already seized all of the county's 2020 election ballots, as well as other voting materials.
Now, new at 4 o'clock, a family is shaken after coming home to find a stranger standing inside their house. Channel 2's Gwinnett County Bureau Chief Matt Johnson live now in Grayson. And Matt, police say they came face to face with a burglary suspect.
Yeah, police say that this suspect took the for sale sign that was here, took it down, and then just made himself at home right in this house for sale. Police say he also was walking around talking to neighbors, asking them questions before trying to make an escape. Police caught him right there at the stop sign.
Could have been extremely scary.
A Gwinnett County family told police they came to their house to find a stranger standing inside with a dog that he had brought with him. Police say the suspect broke a couch and a kid's ride-on car before walking out with the PS5.
Homeowners reported that the male left the residence and entered a vehicle.
Officers pulled over the car down the street from the house on Pine Haven Court in Grayson around midnight on Wednesday. Inside, they say they found 26-year-old Jameer Davis and the stolen property from the house. Police say Davis had walked right in through an unlocked door and made himself at home on the main floor. Officers had already responded to Fargo area that day before homeowners dialed 911.
Neighbors reported the male, as soon as he entered the residence, coming out and then asking them if they wanted to party with him.
The family had the house listed for sale, but police say someone had left the house unlocked. Investigators say a house for sale can sometimes make the house look like an easy opportunity.
They feel like it's a safe community, so they left their door unlocked. I would just advise, make sure you lock your doors.
Now, it's unclear where this suspect traveled from here, but he's in jail now while he works to post bond. Thankfully, nobody was hurt here. Live in Gwinnett County, Matt Johnson, Channel 2 Action News.
New at 4 with the 2026 FIFA World Cup now just a couple of weeks away. Preparations are ramping up both locally and nationally. The White House is helping coordinate efforts across the federal government. And Channel 2 Steve Gelbach talked to the head of the task force. He's outside the stadium in downtown Atlanta.
They are leading and coordinating all the federal efforts across departments like Homeland Security, War, Commerce, and others. Expect 5 to 7 million visitors in the U.S. across all 11 host cities.
Atlanta's set up very well with the stadium downtown, with the fan festival downtown, and to be able to walk through most of the city there.
Andrew Giuliani is executive director for the White House Task Force on the FIFA World Cup. He says the priority is safety and security for the largest sporting event in world history, with a total of 78 matches in the U.S.
It's not just a matter of coordinating the federal resources, but also down to the state and local, right? Working with Atlanta PD, working with the governor's office.
The task force also coordinated counter-drone coverage at all matches and fan areas and sent local officers to get trained by the FBI.
Once they get trained, the Department of Justice deputizes them, so that way they have the ability and the legal authority to be able to mitigate against these drones.
Atlanta police are also planning all hands on deck with officers working overtime.
We're going to still be working. All 6 weeks, we will be enforcing the law.
The White House task force will work to make sure everyone can first get into the country, but then to secure sites, airports, hotels, base camps, and travel for the teams and fans across regions and between cities. Giuliani told me for fans, expect a similar setup and perimeter down here like we saw for the Super Bowl, and for things to ramp up for that last semifinal match when we could see larger fan bases and visits from heads of state. In downtown Atlanta, Steve Gelbach, Channel 2 Action News.
Officials are also concerned about protecting the health of the millions of people planning to attend World Cup games. Respiratory diseases, mosquito and tick-borne viruses, and sexually transmitted diseases being spread during the World Cup are top concerns for health officials. They're also concerned about measles, as all three host countries, the U.S., Mexico, and Canada, have seen a surge in cases. Meanwhile, the Atlanta-based Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says it's developed its own World Cup data dashboard with tools to identify the risk of potential outbreaks in near real time. The Health Security Operations Center was launched this month. It'll monitor potential infectious disease threats and will distribute daily situation reports to hundreds of local, state, and federal agencies during the World Cup games.
We could soon learn more about the latest case against the convicted spot shooter, Robert Aaron Long, set to attend a hearing Thursday at the Fulton County Courthouse. He's preparing to stand trial for the murders of 4 people at the Gold Spa and Aromatherapy in Buckhead. Long's currently serving 4 consecutive life sentences plus 35 years for killing 4 more people and injuring a 5th at Young's Asian Massage Parlor in Ackworth. 8 people lost their lives in that attack. 6 of the victims were Asian women working in spas in Cherokee County and Buckhead.
And this just in, Matthew Perry's assistant will spend years in jail for playing a pivotal role in the actor's death. A judge ordered Perry's live-in personal assistant to spend 3 years and 5 months in jail. Kenneth Iwamasa will also pay a $10,000 fine. He's accused of injecting Perry with a fatal dose of ketamine that killed him in 2023. This is the final sentencing in the investigation into Perry's death.
A lawyer for a former deputy says he is appealing his client's convictions connected to a rape case George Raming was acquitted last week of sexually assaulting a woman in 2023, but was convicted on 3 counts of violating his oath of office. The former Newton County Sheriff's deputy was sentenced to 15 years with the first 7 years in prison.
Here's a live look from Cobb County where the rain is just coming down. Here's a look at it on Storm Tracker 2 HD. Showers and storms are scattered, but here it is in Cobb, just pouring across parts of East Cobb, back towards Kennesaw, West Cobb, and into Paulding County. We'll track these storms coming up.
And a woman paid $1,300 for a new phone, and guess what? She still doesn't have it. And she says the fight to get her money back is very frustrating.
An iPhone, so you know.
All new at 4 o'clock. What to do if something like this happens to you?
Every email starts with, I understand your frustration. And I'm like, well, I don't think you do.
A water emergency in Atlanta, but Watershed did not tell the public for at least 4 hours.
If Atlanta wants to be a world-class city, it needs world-class infrastructure.
Now we're hearing from business owners who say something has to change soon. Live next.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. Right now, get 4.9% APR on 2026 GMC Sierra heavy-duty models.
Have a seat, Tom.
You wouldn't have a barbershop quartet deliver bad news.
Unfortunately, we have some bad news.
You're being laid off, affected immediately. You have already been locked out of your email and someone will escort you out of the building. So
Just like you wouldn't have anyone but Morgan & Morgan handle your injury case. With over $30 billion recovered for our clients, there's a reason to go big. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Eczema is unpredictable, but you can flare less with Ebglyss. A once-monthly treatment for moderate to severe eczema that helps you spend less time managing your symptoms.
Ebglyss can deliver real and lasting results, like skin that's still more clear at 1 year. Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Clearer skin, itch relief. Once monthly dosing with or without topicals. You can flare less with Ebglyss. Talk to your doctor about Ebglyss for eczema.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
Just announced. Get 2.9% APR on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Or get $6,000 total cash allowance, plus an additional $1,000 when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Have you been putting off replacing those old windows?
Window Source of Atlanta has a deal of a lifetime for you. Right now, you can get 8 windows for $51.99.
That'd be like 10 grand if you bought it from one of those big companies.
All you need to do is go to windowsourceatlanta.com and click that big button that says, I want 8 windows for $51.99.
But it's only till the end of June, so lock in your savings right now.
WindowSourceAtlanta.com.
The latest attack from Burt Jones, total garbage. I supported Brian Kemp 100% against Stacey Abrams. I donated the maximum to Kemp, hosted a fundraiser at my house for him, and gave him $100,000 more to beat Abrams into the ground. Burt Jones, he's just lying, because that's what corrupt career politicians always do. I'm Rick Jackson, and I'm running for governor to take the power from them and give it back to you.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. Right now, get 4.9% APR on 2026 GMC Sierra heavy-duty models.
New at 4, some fallout over last week's flooding and fish kill across Atlanta. And city council members, well, look at all of this. They want some answers from the Department of Watershed Management. Channel 2's Barron Peterson live along Edgewood Avenue. Barron, the city's boil water advisory turned out to be a main point of contention.
Yeah, it's kind of enough to make your blood boil, especially for some owners of businesses around here. They say the city didn't spread the word fast enough. Johnny Martinez says his business depends on it.
Any restaurant or bar, almost everything we do is impacted by the water.
The longtime owner of Joystick Game Bar along Edgewood Avenue says timing is everything.
I think most operators found out very late.
Last week's torrential downpours, flooding, the fish kill, the boil water order across downtown Atlanta.
This is second strike on us.
This week, Alex Wan and some other members of City Council had tough questions for Atlanta Watershed and the city's chief operating officer over how the emergency was handled.
Are we still trying to figure things out? Of course.
This occurred at 5 a.m. and the public did not hear about a boil water advisory for the first time until about 9:30, 10 a.m.
Johnny Martinez says he learned about it from his city council member. He says his crew had to rush to get water, get ice, re-clean the glassware just to stay in business.
If Atlanta wants to be a world-class city, it needs world-class infrastructure. And that's not what we have right now.
And some city council members say this emergency alert system really needs to be on its toes soon because World Cup is right around the corner. Live in Southeast Atlanta, Barron Peterson, Channel 2 Action News.
Yeah, just weeks away, Barron. Everyone is watching all over the world. Thank you.
Police released images of a man they believe shot and killed a person. Atlanta police say the suspect got into an argument with a 62-year-old man along Connell Avenue last Friday. That dispute turned physical, and they say the suspect shot and killed the victim. If you know anything, you're being asked to call Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen. It's 404-577-TIPS. That's 404-577-8477. You could remain anonymous and still receive an award up to $5,000.
The driver accused of running from the state patrol and causing a deadly crash has a history of speeding arrests. Freshawn White facing first-degree vehicular homicide. Georgia State Patrol says they were trying to stop him on Interstate 20 when he crashed right into the car at the gas station. It happened in Southeast Atlanta on Memorial Day, and that crash killed a woman standing by a car. It injured another woman who was in that car. Channel 2 Action News is digging into White's history of arrests and how he ended up on the road that night. That's coming up on Channel 2 Action News at 5.
A local superintendent is under investigation for using her husband's podcast studio for official business. A group of concerned parents, students, and teachers say this isn't the only issue at the district. Channel 2's Taisha Fernandez live now in Decatur, where parents plan to rally before tomorrow's meeting. Ty.
Wendy, we're doing a live report here right in front of where parents plan to rally before tomorrow's board meeting. Those same parents held a virtual news conference today, and they said the issues they're demanding action for have been going on for the last 3 years.
Truly, this podcast has just intensified what is already a crisis of confidence.
It's been nearly a week since the superintendent of City Schools of Decatur, Gemma Whitaker, was accused of using her husband's recording studio in Marietta. Many parents believe the superintendent should not be recording anything out of her husband's studio in her official capacity because those parents say her husband says controversial things on his podcast.
We're seeing that, rhetoric that is aligned with Islamophobia, anti-trans sentiment, anti-Semitism, and anti-LGBTQ plus speech. The fact that that rhetoric is so close to the superintendent's inner circle is very concerning.
I am forever grateful that a community came together and spoke up for our values. And
many of the concerned folks gathered virtually on this news conference Wednesday to share their stories surrounding what they're calling the district's lack of transparency, misspending of tax dollars, and what they're calling a lack of respect for all students.
We hope that the district will put out a public commitment to equity, inclusion, and diversity, not only in speech, but in practice.
This group plans to rally outside the district 1 hour before the closed-door board meeting starts at 4 p.m. Thursday. The district had no comment on the superintendent investigation or parents' concerns.
When we bring a concern, we hope to be listened to and to have a response and to collaborate with us.
Now, when I walked up to district headquarters earlier today, I was initially told that I could not enter the building. When I demanded to know why, I was told by a spokesperson that that was a mistake. Now, they said they would reply to my email, and they just did in the last minute or so. They said they did not know about today's virtual conference with the parents. And I'll go through this email, and I'll have what else they said on Channel 2 Action News at 5. Now we're live here in the city of Decatur. Taisha Fernandez, Channel 2 Action News.
Well, this afternoon, all the buzz is about a Georgia student in the hunt for Spelling Bee glory. He's moving on to the semifinals in the Scripps National Spelling Bee.
Vivificate. V-I-V-I-F-I-C-A-T-E. Vivificate.
That is correct.
Thank you.
If you're wondering why Vivicate means to give life to, animate, or revive, I had to look that one up. 12-year-old Sarv Daravane of Dunwoody is a returning finalist from Peachtree Middle School. Within the last hour, 13-year-old Shreya Lakamsati of Columbia County was eliminated. Sarv is just one round away from a shot at the national title tomorrow.
Yeah, that is exciting. And thanks for looking that word up, too. In less than 1 week, a new quarter will go into circulation. The quarters are for America's 250th birthday celebration. There are several designs, including a Declaration of Independence coin, quarters featuring the Mayflower and Revolutionary War. Those are already in circulation. Constitution and Gettysburg Address quarters are coming later this year. In the last 20 minutes, we know the stock markets closed for the day, and it was a good day for the markets. The Dow jumped up 182 points, and the Nasdaq gained 18.
New police body cam shows a breach at the world's busiest airport.
Take your book bag off.
The struggle and the takedown.
2 recent graduates and a father killed when a tree fell on their car. The community in mourning and remembering just how many lives they touched.
Developing in the war with Iran, the 2 major sticking points in negotiations to end the fighting.
Weather presented by Montlick, an Atlanta original since 1984.
It was my very first accident. Montlick was there every step of the way. They were open and honest throughout the whole entire process. They really explained everything, so I had realistic expectations of what the outcome would be. They handled everything very professionally. I didn't have that feeling of the unknown. Do not hesitate to give Montlick injury attorneys a call.
If your bathroom still has a tub you barely use, and if stepping over that tub to take a shower is getting more difficult, it's time to make a change. At West Shore Home, we specialize in transforming outdated tubs into beautiful, safe, and fully customized walk-in showers built to fit your lifestyle. These transformations look incredible, and they're designed to increase safety in and around the shower. And right now, getting this project done just got more affordable. With our Memorial Day sale extended this week only, anyone who calls the number on the screen or visits westshorebath.com will get $4,000 off their tub to shower conversion. That's right, an extra $4,000 off just for calling us now. Take a look here. This homeowner had a tub they hadn't used for years, and getting in and out every day was a concern. We came in, completely removed the tub, and replaced it with a beautiful walk-in shower. It has a low-step base and durable anchored grab bars. We also have options that include fold-down seats and removable shower heads that make bathing a breeze. We help hundreds of homeowners a week make this exact change, and the response is almost always the same. They wish they'd done it sooner. So stop putting it off and save big when you choose West Shore Home for your tub to shower conversion. With our Memorial Day sale, anyone who calls the number on the screen or visits westshorebath.com will get $4,000 off their tub to shower conversion. And get your project started now with no money down, but only when you call or schedule online at westshorebath.com. This offer ends Saturday. Don't miss out.
Stealing a man's land, that's just wrong. But Burt Jones voted to make it easier for the government to take private property and give it to developers. They call it eminent domain. You know what I call it? A total crock. Burt Jones voted to let government steal my land and give it to fat cat developers. That's not just corrupt, that's disqualifying. I will not support Burt Jones.
Chevy drivers need a truck that shows up the same way they do. That's why Chevy Silverado is #1 in manufacturer loyalty. so they can go where others won't and always get it done. And as long as Chevy people keep showing up, we'll keep building trucks that do the same.
Just announced to get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 models. Or get $6,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, get an additional $1,000 when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
We're on holiday with MSC Cruises in the Caribbean, but it also feels like we're in Europe. It's kind of funny, right?
That is funny. Like how we're in an American sports bar 30 feet from an Italian gelato shop.
I think you mean 10 meters.
Dining on authentic Greek cuisine.
Yet we're nowhere near Greece.
European-inspired architecture one side, the Caribbean the other. That's funny.
Almost as funny as an Englishman who's named after a city in Florida, Orlando.
That's not funny.
In the last 2 hours, President Donald Trump said he would not be comfortable with Russia or China taking Iran's stockpile of highly enriched uranium. And it is one of two major sticking points in the negotiations to end the war. Weeks into on-again, off-again negotiations to end the war in Iran, President Donald Trump insists any potential deal has to be, quote, perfect.
It's got to be perfect. I'm not going to do this. I didn't do this to get a crummy agreement.
Oman is helping negotiate the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian state media reports the two countries are collaborating a new procedure for ships to pass through the critical waterway, and that it will be completely different from how the strait operated before the war began. When asked, President Trump rejected anyone controlling international waters.
The strait's going to be open to everybody. Nobody's going to control it. It's international waters, and Oman will behave just like everybody else, so we'll have to blow them up. They understand that. They'll be fine.
Oman, a United States ally, has not responded to the president's threat. Iranian officials, meanwhile, are increasing their rhetoric, saying they are ready to continue military action if necessary, as some 1,500 commercial vessels sit stranded behind the strait, surging global oil prices since the war began.
We don't need oil. We don't need the strait. We don't need anything.
Global oil prices impact the price of gas here at home. Right now, global oil is trading at $96 a barrel. An average gallon of regular unleaded gasoline in Metro Atlanta right now sits at $4. That's up more than $1 since the war began.
A congresswoman held up this jar. Look at that. That's dirty water. And she says it came out of a well in Georgia.
Man, just get some mud here, and even with the little spring, man.
New at 4, we're going to the community where that congresswoman says data center construction is to blame.
A train crashed right through a truck, jumped these tracks, and scattered debris along the right-of-way. New developments. Investigators say this crash site has now become a crime scene.
Scattered showers and storms again today from the North Georgia mountains into the metro area. Very heavy rain north DeKalb, North Fulton through Cobb and Paulding counties now. We'll track these storms and we will dry out a bit. That's coming up.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Kroger always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
President Trump endorsed only one, Burt Jones.
It's not like, oh, gee, let me think about it. This man has been an incredible leader. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him when.
What was that?
Oops. My bad.
You wouldn't have a clown on your SWAT team. Just like you wouldn't have anyone but Morgan & Morgan handle your injury case. With over $30 billion recovered for our clients, there's a reason to go big.
We'll get them next time.
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Through every stage of life, it's great to have a partner to help you take the next step. To open that first checking account, build credit, save for the future, plan for retirement, and create a legacy for those who matter most. From that first milestone to all the moments ahead, greater awaits. Bank OZK.
Design you feel in every detail. Technology as innovative as it is effortless. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick now. Buick, exceptional by design. Get this ultra-low mileage lease on this 2026 Buick Envista Preferred for around $219 per month.
Sweet James is not a typical name for a law firm, but we don't deliver typical results. If you've been hurt in an accident, you deserve the best care, the best compensation, and sweet justice. That's Sweet James.
You'll find more ways to save every day at Kroger. Right now, Kroger 80% lean ground beef is on sale for just $5.99 a pound. And you can save up to $1 per gallon at the pump with your fuel points. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Discover music and laugh surprises at every turn with Blue Man Group, June 16th and 17th at the Fox Theater. Buy one, get one with promo code FAM2FAM. Family to family and Georgia Natural Gas. Community coverage you can count on.
Heavy rain, scattered storms developed again today. So dry in the morning. As we heat up, it triggers the development of some showers and storms. Not as much as we've had in the recent days, nor as intense, but there are a few areas with some heavy downpours from the North Georgia mountains into the metro area. And if you're in the path of one of these, of course, very heavy rain. So you see here from Dallas and Paulding County, a little more scattered now in Cobb. It's let up a little bit across much of Cobb. Then from North Fulton up into Forsyth, parts of Gwinnett. And in particular here in the last few minutes, an intense storm has developed there in North DeKalb near and just up the road from Spaghetti Junction. There's very heavy rain and potential for some small pea-sized hail. So these storms are moving to the northeast at about 15 miles an hour. It's going to take this storm into Peachtree Corners in 6 minutes. Already some showers moving through that area now. But what I'm tracking is the leading edge of this developing stronger thunderstorm. Peachtree Corners in 5 minutes now. Berkeley Lake in 13 off towards Duluth in 23 minutes. Heavy downpours, wind gusts up to around 40 miles an hour or so, and of course the cloud to ground lightning. Across the South Metro, there are other scattered showers and thunder, so a little more isolated coverage into and through the South Metro. Where it is not raining, we've got a mix of sun and clouds, more clouds than sun in most of those spots. We keep isolated coverage of showers and storms in the metro area through much of this evening. So at 7 and 9, there'll be a few storms out there, but notice the rain chances low at 30% for one particular spot, drops to 20% for just a very isolated shower at 11 o'clock tonight. We, of course, have had quite a wet weather pattern. So check this out. The rainy stretch we have had measurable rain at Hartsfield-Jackson for the last 5 consecutive
days.
Last 5 consecutive days, and you add it all up, over 3 inches of rain. Now, that's just at the airport. There are other areas that have had quite a bit more than this, and some spots, of course, that have had a little bit less. One of the downsides to all of this rain is mosquitoes really going to become a problem, I expect, here in the days and weeks ahead. This is most important. Make sure you eliminate standing water around your property where the mosquitoes lay their eggs and breed. You want regular yard maintenance, and if you're going to be out and about, obviously, you want to wear some insect repellent. Over the next few hours, isolated showers and storms diminish a bit, but don't completely fall apart through 11 o'clock. Overnight and into the morning hours, some clouds, but dry. And then tomorrow afternoon,
Back of their dump truck. All that remains here on the scene is the stump of the tree you see over there. The homeowner whose tree toppled says he's just happy no one was hurt. Hours after the giant tree toppled, blocking the street, crews pulled out their chainsaws and got to work. A 40 to 50-foot tree came crashing down around 7 a.m. Larry Martindale says it came as a big surprise to him and his wife. What do you think when you came out and saw the tree here this morning?
Shocked.
The couple has lived here for years, but have never seen such a large tree fall from their property. And not only did it block Twin Branch Road for most of the day.
I can't get out of the driveway.
Oh, yeah, you're kind of pinned in here. Huh?
I'm pinned in here.
The couple believes the rain over the last week and a half has weighed down the tree and waterlogged the already decaying trunk. It took only a few gusts of wind to snap the trunk and send the huge tree falling onto the street outside his home. It's blocking your driveway, but the good news is it didn't fall onto your house.
It didn't fall on the house and didn't fall on, just fell on the street with no traffic.
Mr. Martindale and other neighbors here tell me they lost power, but got it back within a few hours. In North Fulton County, Sandy Springs, Tom Regan, Channel 2 Action News.
Tracking scattered showers and a few isolated thunderstorms and looking ahead toward a big weather pattern change. This Gulf moisture that has kept us so wet, eventually that gets replaced by drier air, low humidity and sunshine. That's coming up.
Crews shut down a bridge that thousands of drivers use daily.
They probably divert a couple thousand extra cars down this dirt road.
The change in routine as neighbors deal with the traffic fallout.
And we're staying on top of breaking news. Police shooting in Cobb County. We're pushing for answers live at the scene next.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
I was crossing the street.
An almost 20,000-pound utility truck
Struck her down in the middle of the crosswalk.
She sustained injuries to both her cervical and lumbar spine.
They drill 6 screws that holds her neck together.
Oftentimes, the insurance companies will undermine your claim.
The amount of money that they offered us, it was an absolute no. It didn't even cover the medical.
We have the resources to go toe-to-toe with every single insurance company out there. Verdict, $10 million. And Yvette breaks down crying.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
Just announced. Get 2.9% APR on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Or get $6,000 total cash allowance, plus an additional $1,000 when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Through every stage of life, it's great to have a partner to help you take the next step. To open that first checking account, build credit, save for the future, plan for retirement, and create a legacy for those who matter most. From that first milestone to all the moments ahead, greater awaits. Bank OZK.
Cancer. One small cell can change everything. Beating it takes something big. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute is built for it. Built for breakthroughs. Pioneering clinical research, treatment, and surgical innovation. With the most cancer centers and board-certified oncologists in Georgia. We're built around you. With personalized care from screening through survival. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute. Built to beat cancer.
My father did leave me when I was 9 months old. My mother was an alcoholic. I had 7 stepfathers by the time I was 12. She got drunk again, and I told my uncle, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to run away. When you live like I did, you don't have food on the table. You don't forget that, and you don't forget the people that struggle. I'm the only candidate in this race who doesn't owe a thing to the political establishment. Rick Jackson's not full of crap like some of the other politicians.
I think he's the man of his word.
Georgia families are getting squeezed. Groceries cost more, rent costs more, healthcare costs more, and property taxes are completely out of control. I support Mr. Jackson because I believe in what he says.
Like Trump, Rick doesn't back down.
As governor, my mission is simple. Make Georgia the most affordable state in America.
The insiders hate him, and I'm all in on that.
There's no BS about him.
I'll spend whatever it takes to win this race. Take away their power, give it back where it belongs, to the people of Georgia, especially the hardworking men and women who have been forgotten and left in the shadows for too long, just like I was.
Severe Weather Team 2 is tracking storms. You're looking live at Storm Tracker 2 HD radar. It's the most powerful weather radar in the Southeast. Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz using it now to forecast what you can expect into the night. That's in the next 10 minutes.
And we're staying on top of breaking news. You're looking live in Cobb County, where authorities are investigating a police shooting. Cobb County officers say one of their own shot a suspected shoplifter this afternoon outside the town center at Cobb along Ernest Barrett Parkway. We're working to learn how that person shot is doing right now and what they're accused of stealing. We're going to continue checking in at the scene and Channel 2 Action News at 5 and 6.
Let's get to new developments now. We're getting answers from Fulton County Sheriff about the decision to stop booking most people arrested for misdemeanors. Channel 2's Candace McCowan live outside the Fulton County Jail. Candace, you spoke with the sheriff about this new policy.
Yeah, and George, this will start in the beginning of July. That'll be in the midst of those World Cup matches here in Atlanta. There are questions about how this will impact jail overcrowding. The sheriff says we'll have to wait and see. But he says those misdemeanors, they are just a fraction of who is locked up here inside of the Fulton County Jail.
We released a guy yesterday that was charged with public drunk.
That's the type of crime soon you will not be booked in the Fulton County Jail for. The jail will stop accepting those with misdemeanor crimes, with exceptions for domestic violence, sexual assault, or repeat offenders.
There is this mythology out there, if you will, that we have a bunch of misdemeanors and we need to let everybody go. Well, in fact, again, this morning, we only had 109 misdemeanors.
Each of those 109 would remain in jail under this policy change. Just last week, the Fulton County Board of Commissioners voted on a resolution asking the sheriff to put this policy in place.
There are going to be situations that happen, public drunkenness, things of that nature. And this is a way to reduce the jail population. And that's what this is all about. He is saying he'll implement it, I think it's July 1st. Our resolution will ask him to do it immediately.
But Sheriff Labatt says he got the opinion from the county attorney to move forward with the policy earlier this month, and he's taking steps to inform stakeholders.
This is a venture we started in October, working with the county attorney's office, and so has no impact on the World Cup. We're not doing this in a vacuum. We're talking to mayors, we're talking to police chiefs to figure out the best course of action.
And once this policy is in place, the sheriff says it will not be retroactive. So the people already that are locked up here will not apply to them. Only people that are coming into the jail. I asked him about the message that this sends to criminals. We are putting that part of the story together for Channel 2 Action News at 6. For now, live here in Northwest Atlanta, I'm Candace McCowan for Channel 2 Action News.
Let's get more details now on the population of the Fulton County Jail. A review committee report finds 38% of people booked here at this jail since 2018 were charged with misdemeanors as their most serious charge. Their review revealed many of the inmates are considered familiar faces, people who have been booked 3 or 4 more times in the last 2 years for nonviolent offenses and do not have violent offenses in their booking history.
A man's accused of breaking into a home that was for sale, and police say that family who owns it, well, they're the ones who caught the stranger. The suspect was found around midnight at the house on Pine Haven Court in Grayson. We first told you about the break-in on Channel 2 Action News at 4. Gordon County Police say the family had listed the home for sale, and the man walked in through an unlocked door.
They feel like it's a safe community, so they left their door unlocked. I would just advise, make sure you lock your doors.
Officers arrested Jameer Davis. Police say he broke a couch in the home and stole a PlayStation 5.
A woman is learning the hard way. You don't mess with Metro Atlanta sheriffs. Kimberly Neldell is accused of threatening DeKalb County Sheriff Melody Maddox. Following her arrest, the sheriff said public servants and law enforcement personnel are entrusted with upholding and enforcing the law, and individuals who threaten or attempt to intimidate them will be held accountable.
The number of people dying in Georgia because of distracted driving is going up. That's according to some new data. Channel 2's Lori Wilson spoke with a driver's ed teacher about keeping students safe and focused.
Crashes, phones, like friends in the car, blasting music.
14-year-old Caitlin Elmore is taking driver's ed at Nathan's Driving School in Atlanta. A big focus in learning to drive here is learning to avoid distractions.
There's always something going on when you're behind the wheel that you have to be fully, physically and mentally and visually focused.
Nathan's Rachel Galati says she wasn't surprised that the latest data shows fatal crashes due to distracted driving are going up. The governor's Office of Highway Safety and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration shows in Georgia, fatal accidents went from 44 crashes in 2023 because of distracted driving up to 71 fatalities in 2024.
Nathan's Driving School has been around for 40 years, and things have changed. Now there's an entire section of the textbook that's all about distracted driving.
Cell phones created a whole new world of issues.
Rachel says at Nathan's, they empower students to map out their ride before they start the car, keep the radio low, set their phone to auto-respond to text messages, and when they're driving, to put a cell phone in the glove box to resist temptation.
Georgia has a hands-free law, but even with hands-free, if you're taking your eye off to look at your hands-free device, you're taking your eye off the road for a second.
Kind of scary, but I know that I can focus and,
Lori Wilson, Channel 2 Action News.
Atlanta watershed blasted over recent events.
Communications have to be more consistent. We have to be present.
From flooding to that fish kill and that citywide boil water advisory, their biggest concern next.
A bridge closure is set to impact thousands of drivers. The concerns neighbors have about the next 5 months.
The U.S. men's national soccer team is here in Metro Atlanta. The final preps they're making ahead of the 2026 World Cup. Live next.
The big stories, we're on them like nobody else. I'm Channel 2's Fred Blankenship. We're in your neighborhood, on top of it all. See what's new. Don't miss a day. Channel 2 Action News this morning, 4:30 to 7. And streaming on WSB now.
They say the ground tells a story. It carries weight. It knows where we're going. This road isn't for everyone. You gotta be made for it. We ride bold. We ride strong. We ride Ford. Get employee pricing on a Ford Bronco SUV. Employee pricing. You pay what we pay. Only at your local Ford dealer.
When your termite bond renewal comes in the mail, do you cringe wondering, how much more are they going to charge me now? Switch your termite protection to Breda Pest Management, and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years. And if your current service doesn't inspect inside your home, better get Breda. They inspect inside and out. Breda guarantees your protection and will lock in your termite rate for 10 whole years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Behind every front door is a story. Hadley buys houses in any condition. No cleaning, no repairs, no listing. Whatever your story has been, Hadley can help you move on. We've helped hundreds of homeowners in the Atlanta area skip the middleman, straight to cash. Many will guarantee you a cash offer, but Padley will actually buy your house. If you need to sell on your timeline, don't just call for an offer. Call Padley at 770-404-SOLD or visit padley.com today. Padley, we've seen it all and we'll buy it all.
When someone rear-ends you, the insurance company starts building roadblocks. Your buddy clears the road. Your maximum settlement is on the way. You just sit back and enjoy the breeze. They have their tricks. We have your back. My lawyer is my buddy.
Turn your porch or patio into the best room of the house. Save 30% right now with patio enclosures. Make every season your favorite season. Call 866-496-4449 today. Hurry, this offer ends soon.
Chevy drivers need a truck that shows up the same way they do. That's why Chevy Silverado is #1 in manufacturer loyalty. So they can go where others won't and always get it done. And as long as Chevy people keep showing up, we'll keep building trucks that do the same.
Just announced to get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 models. Or get $6,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, get an additional $1,000 when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Burt Jones is Georgia's relentless tax fighter. Burt Jones fought to end tax giveaways for data centers. and help suspend Georgia's gas tax. As Lieutenant Governor, Burt Jones just passed a state income tax cut. As governor, he'll end punishing property taxes.
And I won't stop until they're eliminated completely.
Burt Jones, endorsed by President Trump and hardworking taxpayers all across Georgia. Join him.
Last night's cash 3 evening numbers were 0, 2, and 9, and lottery clears more than $91,000. Watch the next drawing tonight at 6:59, only on Channel 2.
This local break on Channel 2 has been brought to you by Estes Heat, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical. Visit EstesAir.com for a free electrical panel inspection. It's that easy. It's Estes.
It was so exciting. The U.S. men's national soccer team in Metro Atlanta getting ready for the World Cup.
That had to be great last night.
It was great to have them on WSB Tonight at 11 o'clock. As they got here less than 24 hours after they did, the United States roster was announced in New York. They were right here at home in Fayetteville practicing.
And Channel 2 sports director Zach Klein, he found out they were coming, let us know. We were there with the first full day.
The party's just getting started, guys. It's going to be a great summer, isn't it? The U.S. men's national team, they're not going to take full advantage of that new headquarters until after the World Cup is complete. But between now and then, they will train in Metro Atlanta a handful of times. And today was one of those days. In fact, not only was it Team USA's first practice together, it was Team USA's first ever practice in Fayetteville. We are on hand this morning where the Stars and Stripes opened up training with this, a team huddle, and the message from their head coach, Mauricio Pochettino. The U.S. men's national team will practice together here for a few days, and they're going to head out to Charlotte, this weekend for a friendly against Senegal. Then they're back in Fayetteville and that brand new $250 million facility for a handful of days before heading to the West Coast, where all of those early round games they're going to play in will happen.
Yeah, I'm confident that good things are going to come. We have all the opportunities ahead of us, and you make a couple good plays in a tournament like this, and we want to get through the group stage. That's goal number one. Once we can knock that off and accomplish that, then we go into the knockout rounds, and it's game by game. So we're gonna do the best we can. We're gonna compete.
All right, so after the game Sunday in Charlotte against Senegal, the guys will be back in town next week for 3 days of training, and that will be the last time we will see them here in Metro Atlanta until possibly the knockout rounds, which is in July, maybe Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final Four. We'll host all those games. Maybe we get them back then.
Okay, get your connection to get us some tickets.
I got you.
There you go.
A few grand, KG.
Karen, get it right to it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Zach.
Of course.
Milton, prepare for months of detours. The work that's going on along this busy road that will have you taking the long way around.
And we're staying on top of that breaking news. A police shooting at a Cobb County mall. Officers are still on the scene gathering evidence, and we are taking you there next.
So breaks in the clouds in spots. A live look for the top of Stone Mountain into DeKalb County. Scattered showers and a few storms like in northern parts of Gwinnett really coming down. We'll track those storms and look ahead towards a big weather pattern change for us next.
On WSB Tonight, it's new local stories and why they matter.
Breaking down late developing details, investigating, covering all sides.
WSB Tonight, we are first on the scene at this breaking news.
Stay up and see what's new on WSB Tonight at 11.
Work with the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. and sell your home for maximum profit. With the guaranteed offer, there are no showings, no open houses, no stress. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Dad, it's your shot. Daly!
Having John Daly as your designated swinger, that's a power move.
Bank shot!
This cannot be legal. Hiring America's largest injury law firm for your injury, that's also a power move. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
The people.com.
What's your side story?
When you come here as a customer. But when you leave here, you're definitely a family member. That made me feel good. Like they were interested in me more so than selling me a car.
Right now, lease a 2027 Kia Telluride Hybrid for $649 a month, or a 2026 Sportage for $388 a month.
My name is Sharon, and that's my sob story.
Sob stories are a good thing at Newtown Kia.
It's replacement window season. You have ugly, hard to open, drafty windows? Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows. Because when you buy two, you get two free. Buy two Champion windows, get two free. I guess that means if you buy 4, you get 4 free. Buy 6, get 6 free. Buy 10, get 10 free.
Hurry, Champions Buy 2 Get 2 free sale ends soon.
Great job, everybody. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
With the guaranteed offer, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Sell your home for maximum profit without the hassle of ever putting it on the market. With the guaranteed offer, there are no showings, no open houses, no stress. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer in your home today.
Discover music and laugh. Surprises at every turn with Blue Man Group. June 16th and 17th at the Fox Theater. Buy one, get one with promo code FAMTOFAM. Family to family and Georgia Natural Gas. Community coverage you can count on.
We are staying on top of breaking news in Cobb County, where authorities are investigating a police shooting. Cobb County officers say one of their own shot a suspected shoplifter this afternoon outside in the parking lot of the town center at Cobb. That's along Ernest Barrett Parkway. We're working to learn how that person shot is doing right now and what they're accused of stealing. We're going to continue to check in on the scene on Channel 2 Action News at 5 and 6.
Showers and thunderstorms more isolated today. Of course, it doesn't feel like it if it's on top of you, like up in northern parts of Gwinnett County. It's really coming down right now. This is what it looks like. Here's a look at the rainfall totals over the last 12 hours. So basically, along the I-85 corridor to the north and west, that's where we've had the bulk of the rain. Some spots with over 2 inches, like northwestern parts of Paulding County, northeastern Paulding, and up into Bartow and Cherokee, and then just under 2.5 inches of rain there in northern parts of Gwinnett. Here's a look at Storm Tracker 2 HD in the South Metro. Just some isolated showers and storms. One here just east of Griffin and down towards Thomaston, moving towards Barnesville. Another thunderstorm in the heart of the metro. In the city, no rain right now. There's the thunderstorm near Buford, the 85 and 985 split there, and that's moving up into Hall County. I had a quick check of the North Georgia mountains where we have isolated showers. Those have been diminishing. Here's a live look over Midtown, downtown with a mostly cloudy sky, but we are dry. We'll keep that rain chance low through the evening. An isolated shower storm will stick around, but rain chance at 30%, 31 spot through 9 o'clock, drops to 20% at 11, just a few stray showers. So a little bit of a drier weather pattern today and again tomorrow. So over the next few hours, these isolated showers and storms diminish by 11 o'clock tonight. Still mostly cloudy, but again, just a stray shower or two. Overnight into the morning hours, mostly dry. Again, any time tonight or tomorrow, can't rule out a very isolated showers, but most of us dry with a partly cloudy sky across Metro Atlanta tomorrow morning. And then the coverage of showers and storms tomorrow, I expect to be even a little bit less than today, as some slightly drier air will be blowing in from the north. So tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock, tracking again, some isolated showers and storms, not completely dry, but many areas stay dry tomorrow into the evening hours and even tomorrow night, not much in the way of rain. But that changes Friday into the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Widespread rain, heavy at times. We return to a wetter weather pattern. So the purple on the map, that's 1 to 2 inches of rain. That'll be pretty common. Some isolated spots have a little bit less. And the red, those isolated spots could have a little bit more. The setup for us, what we've been dealing with and we'll continue to deal with later this week, is high pressure in the western Atlantic, and on the backside, winds blow clockwise around high pressure. So that's pulling up this deep tropical moisture from the Gulf and right across the southeast and for us. And so that's been the weather pattern that has brought us the wet weather. And that's going to continue, especially Friday and into the weekend. But notice this drier air very close to us by the weekend. We're going to start to see that come in, and I expect really to dominate our weather by Tuesday. Drier air, low humidity, return of some sunshine. That's what I expect by Tuesday. Here's your 5-day forecast of the weekend always in view. The 5 days before that big pattern change on Tuesday. Only isolated showers and storms tomorrow. We'll get to 85, and then more widespread wet weather Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Rain coverage and chances starts to taper off a little bit on Monday.
All right, Brad, thanks so much. Happening right now. Take a look at this. Work's underway to replace this bridge. This is on a busy stretch of road in Milton, and that means drivers facing 5 months of detours. The project's on Freemanville Road, right between Providence Road and Landrum Road, just north of Milton High School. Channel 2's Brian Mims is live at the construction site. Brian, this is the first of several bridge projects in this very busy area of Milton.
Right. City officials say 4 more bridges will be replaced in the next couple of years, prompting even more road closures. Take a look behind me. You'll notice all the construction equipment, the cranes. The work has stopped because of the rain, but this road typically carries 2,000 cars and trucks every day. So with text alerts, social media messages, and road signs, the city has been getting the word out. Here on Freemanville Road, outside Milton High School, the signs announce road closed ahead and bridge out. The Georgia Department of Transportation says, weather permitting, the road should reopen to traffic in 5 months. The closure is part of a $2.9 million project to replace a bridge over Cooper Sandy Creek. David Kitchen lives a short jog from the site.
I'm wearing this backpack because the place where I buy my honey is on the other end of that bridge, and I can't drive there, so I might as well get my workout in and get my honey at the same time.
Yes, he says, it's an inconvenience having the road shut down, but the bridge is nearly 70 years old and deteriorating. GDOT says its load capacity is 50% lower than current design standards. Milton's Deputy Public Works Director, Rob Del Ross, says the city asked the state to wait until the school year ended before closing the road.
We recognize that there's going to be an increase in traffic on the other parallel north-south roads, but we're lucky that, at least for the first couple of months, that's going to be happening in the summer when we have less volume overall.
Landrum Road, an unpaved road linking Freemanville Road to Birmingham Highway, is also shut down. Don Cruz lives on that road and says too many drivers use it as a cut-through.
It's just a really narrow dirt road, so it makes it difficult to have a lot of traffic.
GDOT says a full road closure allows workers to safely demolish the old bridge and more efficiently replace it. And they also say it shortens GDOT also says it shortens the project time. For the time being, for the next several months, drivers will have to bypass all this on Birmingham Highway. Live in Milton, Brian Mims, Channel 2 Action News.
A long 5 months for so many, Brian. Thank you. Some parents are upset with their Three people are accused of turning this trail derailment into an opportunity for crime. The moment police say they caught him.
Talks to end the war with Iran back on the table, but it's not been smooth sailing. The new threats President Donald Trump is issuing next.
Tune in to The Financial Edge with Hoffman Financial, Sundays at 10:30 a.m. This is what everyone's talking about.
And the slam!
This is winner take all. It's all happening now. On the home of the NBA Finals. Don't miss it. App. Channel.
That, and you don't forget the people that struggle.
I'm the only candidate in this race who doesn't owe a thing to the political establishment.
Rick Jackson's not full of crap like some of the other politicians.
I think he's the man of his word.
Georgia families are getting squeezed. Groceries cost more, rent costs more, healthcare costs more, and property taxes are completely out of control.
I support Mr. Jackson because I believe in what he says.
Like Trump, Rick doesn't back down.
As governor, my mission is simple. Make Georgia the most affordable state in America.
The insiders hate him, and I'm all in on that.
There's no BS about him.
I'll spend whatever it takes to win this race. Take away their power, give it back where it belongs, to the people of Georgia, especially the hardworking men and women who have been forgotten and left in the shadows for too long, just like I was.
At Breda, we made the decision to invest in infrared cameras. The infrared gives us a unique advantage because we can pinpoint that termite damage. We then use our microwave technology, which allows us to localize our treatment so we can get rid of those termites quicker before that damage becomes extensive. And that saves you a lot of money as a homeowner.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
After an accident, the stress is unimaginable and the pain can be overwhelming. If a lawyer is truly exceptional, they're an advocate, they're a friend, they're a listener, and they're a guide. We're in the trenches with you. We're not looking down on you and telling you this is how it's going to go. We're in it with you every step of the way. It should be as easy as possible for you. We want to take that burden off of our clients. If you hang up the phone feeling better, then we've done our job.
Whether presented by Montlick Injury Attorneys. If you're suffering after an accident, calling Montlick is the right decision for you.
Now to the latest on the war with Iran. President Donald Trump says negotiations to end the conflict are on the table, but he won't rush to make a deal. The president made the statement during a cabinet meeting today. He talked about terms of a potential deal, including who controls the Strait of Hormuz.
It's got to be perfect. I'm not going to do this. I didn't do this to get a crummy agreement.
President Trump also threatened to attack Oman, which is a U.S. ally, if it partners with Iran for joint control of the Strait of Hormuz. Gas prices are trending slightly downward here in Georgia right now. Let's take a look at this county by county. If you're filling up in Forsyth County, you're going to be paying just over $3.96 a gallon. In Cherokee County, just a little more than $3.97, all under $4. And if you're at the pump in Clayton, you're going to be paying $3.98 for a gallon of regular gas.
A White House task force is in Atlanta now to prepare for the World Cup. The group is helping to coordinate safety efforts as the World Cup comes to our city for some of the matches. The task force will send local officers for FBI training. It's going to also help coordinate drones for security. The executive director of the White House task force says Atlanta is in good shape for the matches. So the World Cup begins in just about 2.5 weeks, and we're already feeling some of the impacts. World Cup tickets are so expensive that attorneys general in 2 states are demanding information from FIFA about how it arrived at those prices. The attorneys general in New York and New Jersey subpoenaed FIFA for information on the ticket prices and for also information related to fan complaints. Fans say they purchased tickets in more expensive parts of the stadiums, but they received tickets for the less pricier seats. FIFA's forecasting it's going to rake in $11 billion from the World Cup. Parents calling for one of their school officials' jobs.
All in all, it's very concerning.
The podcast appearance that's pushed things over the edge for them.
Business owners say it took Atlanta's watershed department several hours to warn the public about potentially contaminated drinking water. The warning both they and the government officials have issued.
A suspected shoplifter shot by police. Officers have been working now the scene for hours. We're checking back in on the situation next.
Padley buys houses in any condition. No cleaning, no repairs, no listing. Whatever your story has been, Padley can help you move on. If you need to sell on your timeline, don't just call for an offer. Call 770-404-SOLD or visit Padley.com.
Mom, I got it.
Life is but a dream. Life is but a dream.
Change happens fast. That's why we're giving you our best price on gig Wi-Fi. Just $50 a month for 5 years with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Design you feel in every detail. Technology as innovative as it is effortless. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick now. Buick, exceptional by design. Get this ultra-low mileage lease on this 2026 Buick Envista Preferred for around $219 per month.
When you're injured in an accident, your life is upended. You're hurting, stressed, with bills and questions piling up.
Massey Injury Law will help you retake control. Massey will bring peace of mind. With Massey as your lawyer friend, you'll have answers and clarity, not anxiety. I'm Ross Massey, your lawyer friend. I'm from Georgia and for Georgia. Every client in my community is a friend, and that's why every client gets the friendly rate of 25%. Need answers? Remember, Massey is my lawyer friend.
President Trump endorsed only one, Burt Jones.
It's not like, oh, gee, let me think about it. This man has been an incredible leader. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Padley buys homes in the Atlanta area. We help you skip the middleman and get straight to cash. Many will guarantee you a cash offer, but Padley will actually buy your house. Call 770-404-SOLD or visit Padley.com. Padley, we've seen it all and we'll buy it all.
Working on getting new information now on breaking news in Cobb County, where authorities are investigating a police shooting. Cobb County officers say one of their own shot a suspected shoplifter this afternoon, right outside here of the town center at Cobb. It's along Ernest Barrett Parkway. We're working now to learn how the person shot is doing and what they're accused of stealing. We'll continue checking in at the scene for Channel 2 Action News at 6.
Some of us will be closing our Wednesday evening with storms. Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz is live in Severe Weather Center 2.
Yeah, there's some out there, some intense in a few isolated spots, but a whole lot less than we've had in recent days. So in a sense, a little bit of a break. Much of the metro area just scattered light showers, have some heavy rain into Pike, Lamar, and parts of Spalding County. That's weakening as it moves up into Henry County and crossing I-75. But clouded ground lightning there and some 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts or so, not enough to cause any damage. This thunderstorm near Buford is weakening now as it spreads towards the east between 985 and 85, and then back towards Paulding County. There was a heavy downpour that was moving in southern Paulding County, and that has weakened as well. And same story up into the North Georgia mountains. We're seeing some showers there diminishing back to northwest Georgia, a couple of heavier downpours. This is a live look outside, midtime to downtown. There's some blue sky and a few breaks here and there, mostly cloudy and in the mid 80s. In Atlanta, 84 degrees, feels like 87. Pollen count today, how about this? One pollen spore, that's it. The mold, however, extremely high, and that should be no surprise with all the wet weather we've had. I'm tracking a big weather pattern change, and when we finally dry out, that's coming up.
And with storm chances sticking around through the end of the month, here's another reminder for you to download the free WSB-TV weather app. To download it, all you have to do is search WSB in your app store.
New developments now in the aftermath of last week's torrential downpours across metro Atlanta. All that rain triggered flooding, a fish kill, and a boil water advisory. And now Atlanta City Council is demanding answers about how it was all handled. Channel 2's Barron Peterson live now along Edgewood Avenue. So Barron, there are lots of questions here about that boil water alert.
Yeah, not only by city council members, but by local business owners, like the man who owns Joystick Game Bar here, who says the city was too slow to alert the public. Johnny Martinez believes in Atlanta, communication should be key.
The city of Atlanta has no problem billing us on a timely basis every month for water.
Which is why, as the owner of Joystick Game Bar along Edgewood Avenue, he expects the city to notify him of emergencies on a timely basis. After last week's torrential downpours caused flooding, a fish kill, a power outage at the water treatment plant, and finally a boil water advisory that some say came too late.
This is second strike on us.
City Council member Alex Wan recalled the crippling water main breaks from 2 years back as he and other members questioned Atlanta watershed executives at this recent committee meeting.
We had three different events that occurred in a 36-hour time span.
The watershed chief and other city executives defended the response to the storm, but council members were more concerned about the time it took to alert the public to boil their water.
If we can bill people for their water, why can't we notify them? This occurred at 5 a.m. and the public did not hear about a boil water advisory for the first time until about 9:30, 10 a.m.
Which is why Johnny Martinez says communication should be key.
They have no problem telling us if we're behind on payments. They have no problem when it comes to the money. There has to be another way of communicating this, and it's not been particularly effective.
So some city council members say this emergency alert system needs to be on its toes and soon, since the World Cup is right around the corner. Live in Southeast Atlanta, Barron Peterson, Channel 2 Action News.
New developments in the case of a body found inside an old vacant grocery store in Metro Atlanta. Cobb County Police tell us the person, 43-year-old James Connell. We told you about the discovery in the old Kroger and Cobb Parkway earlier this month. Nearby business owners are very concerned.
You don't see that the police presence around here so much because it's a very safe area.
Investigators telling Channel 2 Action News they suspect foul play in the man's death, but they have not released any other details.
The teenager accused in the Appalachia High School shooting is scheduled to go before a judge for a status hearing in Barrow County tomorrow. Investigators say Colt Gray shot and killed 2 students and 2 teachers and injured several others at Appalachia High School in September of 2024. Colt Gray faces 55 charges, including malice and felony murder. He has pled not guilty. Colt Gray's father, Colin, was convicted of all 27 charges against him in March, including murder and giving his son the weapon used in that shooting. He's scheduled to be sentenced in July. And of course, a shooting at the high school in September of 24 killed 4 people, students Christian Angulo and Mason Skirmerhorn, and teachers Christina Aramira and coach Richard Aspinwall.
3 people are in jail accused of looting train cars after this derailment in North Georgia. We told you about the last Thursday's crash at Old Cornelia Way in Hall County. Sheriff's deputies say they caught the suspects breaking into shipping containers and stealing what was inside. All 3 suspects are now facing some burglary charges.
A woman stabbed to death on the Atlanta Beltline and a postal worker attacked on the job. Detectives believe one person is responsible for both crimes. Channel 2's Linda Stouffer live now in the newsroom with new information about the investigation.
Well, since those attacks unfolded a couple weeks ago, we've been digging into what went wrong and whether authorities could have stopped what happened. Jamari Brown is accused of attacking a postal worker with a rock and then moments later killing someone along the Beltline. Well, today we learned an email might have changed things. And the World Cup could make Metro Atlanta a potential target for terrorists. New at 6 ahead of the U.S. Secret Service is talking only with Channel 2 Action News about the intense efforts to keep everyone safe here. He also reveals his top 3 concerns as he prepares for the big event. I hope you can join us for Channel 2 Action News at 6. We'll see you then.
All right, see you in about 10 minutes, Linda. Thanks. Cobb County Police are investigating after they say a man was critically injured during a fight. Investigators say it happened Sunday night about 11:30 on Athena Lane. Police say they responded to a call that a person was shot, but when they arrived, they discovered the person had been assaulted but not shot. Technology is credited with helping save a missing North Georgia girl found hundreds of miles away from home. Habersham County Sheriff's deputies used license plate readers and phone pings to track the 12-year-old to Daytona Beach, Florida. That 12-year-old is safe and back home with her family. Authorities arrested Tyler Williamson on federal custody charges.
We flew News Drone 2 above a neighborhood that borders a new data center. Today, we went door to door talking with people over concerns that facility may be causing dirty well water.
A school official's involvement with a controversial podcast is frustrating parents. The action they're planning to take tomorrow. That's next.
Some stories are bigger.
Channel 2 Action News live with this breaking situation.
They unfold in real time, change as you watch.
We know this community well. We have multiple reporters.
When stories break, when it matters most. Channel 2 Action News every day at 4, 5, and 6.
Our spending is on track.
Yeah. It is. What kind of fucking girl you do?
Are those your grandparents?
Yeah, we're so proud of you. So proud. We love you. Happy tears, aren't they, Grandpa?
Saving tips like upgrading to more efficient appliances and installing LED lights to reduce energy use. Plus, we can help you optimize your heating and cooling for even more savings. rest of your energy doesn't just help your bottom line. It makes it easy to keep helping the people you're there for. Save more with Georgia Power. Visit georgiapower.com to get started today.
This is Emma. She used to push through her days, even when her legs made every step feel heavier than the last. Emma lived with varicose veins, spider veins, leg pain, cramps, swelling, even difficulty standing. Not knowing relief was closer than she thought. Vein disease will worsen if left untreated and can lead to serious medical complications. At USA Vein Clinics, our non-surgical 15-minute treatments are covered by most insurance plans.
Call now for your free vein screening at 404-418-4646.
When your termite bond renewal comes in the mail, do you cringe wondering, how much more are they going to charge me now? Switch your termite protection to Breda Pest Management, and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years. And if your current service doesn't inspect inside your home, better get Breda. They inspect inside and out. Breda guarantees your protection and will lock in your termite rate for 10 whole years.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Have you been putting off replacing those old windows?
Window Source of Atlanta has a deal of a lifetime for you. Right now, you can get 8 windows for $51.99.
That'd be like $10,000 if you bought it from one of those big companies.
All you need to do is go to windowsourceatlanta.com and click that big button that says, I want 8 windows for $51.99.
But it's only till the end of June, so lock in your savings right now.
windowsourceatlanta.com.
To Leo, buy one, get one snacks means maximizing his savings potential. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Parents, students, and community members voiced their concerns today about the city schools of Decatur. One of the concerns centers around the superintendent and a podcast. Channel 2's Taisha Fernandez live now outside district headquarters where parents plan to rally tomorrow. Taisha.
George, they plan to rally right here outside district headquarters. So let me. Will be tomorrow at 4. It'll be right.
Truly, this podcast has just intensified what is already a crisis of confidence.
This student can't believe Superintendent Whitaker hasn't separated herself from her husband's word.
They're hurtful. They're impacting the people who she's dedicated to serve.
A district spokesperson told me the district has no comment on the special meeting to discuss the superintendent Thursday and no comment on this news conference that voiced parents' concerns.
The measure of a school system is not what it says in its branding. It is how it treats people when accountability is required.
So again, parents plan to meet right here outside district headquarters at 3 p.m. tomorrow, 1 hour before the board meets. If you can't make it, we will be here to let you know what happens. We're live in the city of Decatur. Taisha Fernandez, Channel 2 Action News.
2 random attacks killed a woman and severely hurt another. One of them along the Atlanta Beltline. In a Channel 2 Action News exclusive, we learned how an email might have kept the killer from hurting those victims. Wow.
The U.S. Secret Service special agent in charge here has been named federal coordinator for the FIFA World Cup games in Atlanta. This is Mark Winnie. From dignitary protection for visiting heads of states to drone dangers and more. What's on his plate in an exclusive interview?
If an 18-wheeler truck injures you, I swear the insurance companies will try anything to keep your payout to a minimum. And what do? We fight the insurance company, maximizing your settlement at every turn. We go after your medical expenses, lost wages, pain, and suffering. Hey, fair is fair, and we won't settle for anything less. period. One call, that's all.
Watch Ken go! CallKen.com.
Let's do this.
The latest attack from Burt Jones, total garbage. I supported Brian Kemp 100% against Stacey Abrams. I donated the maximum to Kemp, hosted a fundraiser at my house for him, and gave him $100,000 more to beat Abrams into the ground. Burt Jones, he's just lying, because that's what corrupt career politicians always do. I'm Rick Jackson, and I'm running for governor to take the power from them and give it back to you.
New information on breaking news here this hour. In the last 60 minutes, the crime scene has tightened where police shot a man at a mall. And we've just seen officers deploy some new technology in their investigation.
A Channel 2 Action News exclusive in the deadly Beltline attack.
There's going to be a lot of finger pointing.
New at 6, the email leading to new questions tonight.
Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News at 6 p.m. Coverage you can count on.
Thank you so much for watching here at 6. I'm George Estevez.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Stouffer. And right to that breaking news for you. Police shot a man at Town Center Mall. Now investigators just deployed some type of camera device as part of the investigation. Channel 2 Cobb County Bureau Chief Michelle Newell is live now with how the person officers shot is a suspected shoplifter, according to officers.
That's right. That's what they say, Linda. But I just want to show you this device we're talking about that the GBI set up, some sort of 360 camera that's been spinning around rapidly so they can capture as many images of the crime scene as they can. But we've been out here for over 3 hours now watching this investigation unfold right there in the mall parking lot where police shot a man. And we've seen shoppers visibly shocked to see this crime scene because they don't know what is actually going on. Now, we want to show you a closer look of the scene. You can actually see a gun on the ground in the parking lot. Shell casings and evidence markers are nearby. Investigators say at least one Cobb County police officer shot a suspected shoplifter. Police said they were called to the mall at 1:59. The shooting happened at 2:10. What's unclear is what happened in between that time that led up to the gunfire. Investigators told me the gun on the ground doesn't belong to them, but haven't said who it belongs to. Those are details we expect to get from the GBI at some point today. That suspect is in the hospital now, and we know this is at least the fourth Cobb County police shooting this year alone. I spoke with a mall employee who told me she had no idea what was happening until a customer came in and actually told her. So she has some concerns about transparency. Of course, we're staying on top of this investigation, and we'll bring you the very latest once we get it. Live from Cobb County, Michelle Newell, Channel 2 Action News.
And Michelle, it must have been a shock for shoppers there and people who work at the mall. Thank you for bringing us the latest.
Let's get to Severe Weather Team 2 now because they're tracking some rain for you tonight. There's Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz and Severe Weather Center 2.
Yeah, showers and storms much more isolated today. There's a couple of spots with some heavier downpours. So you have to go south of Atlanta, down towards Pike and Lamar counties in particular, here around Barnesville and to the north. This line of thunderstorms lifting to the north. Inside the perimeter and in the heart of the metro, just a few very isolated showers. And then in northwest Georgia, some heavier downpours as well. Here's a live look, looking down south towards those storms from Midtown and a lot of blue sky above. I'm going to keep some very isolated showers and storms in through this evening. So they'll be out there, but they'll be few and far between. So keep that rain chance low at 30%, drops to 20% for just a stray shower at 11 o'clock. So here's what you need to know. Some drier days ahead, especially tomorrow. But we do have a return to that widespread wet weather as we wrap up the week and to the weekend. And then sunshine with a big weather pattern change as we head in towards the first week of June. So kind of back and forth again. And I'll take you through that day by day coming up.
See you in a bit, Brad. New questions tonight about potential missteps before the deadly Beltline attack when it comes to the accused killer. Channel 2's Michael Seiden obtained records that show the Fulton County Solicitor's Office reached out to Clayton County prosecutors about him. Michael's live now, and Michael, it appears communications simply ended there.
Yeah, George, we got a hold of an email, and it shows that prosecutors in the Fulton County Solicitor's Office actually reached out to the Clayton County DA's office. They wanted to work together to get Jamari Brown off the streets before that Beltline attack. But according to the records we reviewed, those efforts appeared to have failed.
There's too large of a gap for the weight of what he did to me and the weight of what he ended up serving.
That is the frustration of the woman who says Jamari Brown punched her in the face at a MARTA station back in January, months before investigators say he attacked postal worker Monique Thomas and fatally stabbed 23-year-old Alyssa Page along the Beltline.
I didn't know that he had entered a plea deal.
According to court documents, 1 month after prosecutors struck a negotiated plea deal with Brown to serve 12 months of probation for the MARTA attack, a prosecutor from the Fulton County Solicitor's Office reached out to Clayton County prosecutors after learning Brown was already on probation for a 2023 felony aggravated assault conviction. The email reads in part, "He was recently convicted in Fulton County of a serious misdemeanor offense involving a violent attack on a woman at a MARTA train station. I wanted to inquire whether your office would be interested in pursuing a probation violation based on this new conviction. The victim is available and willing to participate if needed." But the records we reviewed do not show a response from Clayton County. When I reached out to District Attorney Tasha Mosley, she told me via email, because his case is still technically open, I cannot comment. Manny Aurora is a former prosecutor and prominent criminal defense attorney who reviewed the emails and case records. He says even if Clayton County had responded, there are no guarantees.
We don't know if the judge necessarily was going to revoke it, was going to revoke it to jail time, or was just going to add more probation out of Clayton County. So there's a lot of what ifs we can play.
For now, many questions remain about whether more could have been done before investigators say Brown attacked again. So I also reached out to the victim in the MARTA case. She told me a prosecutor at the Fulton County Solicitor's Office informed her that her medical records and photos of her injuries were actually sent over to the Clayton County District Attorney's Office. But again, she tells me that prosecutor told her they never heard back. We're live in Northeast Atlanta. I'm Michael Seiden, Channel 2 Action News.
The top man for the U.S. Secret Service here is talking only with Channel 2 Action News about his security concerns for the World Cup, including terrorists using drones to conduct attacks, protecting dignitaries from around the country and the world, to cybercrime ranging from fraud to attacks on critical infrastructure. And Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie is live outside Mercedes-Benz Stadium tonight. Mark, he is a coordinator for all federal resources lined up to protect the games.
Now, Secret Service Special Agent in Charge Rob Donovan says as federal coordinator for the FIFA World Cup here, it's his job to make sure the city of Atlanta and state of Georgia have all the federal backup they need to keep the game safe, from bomb dogs to high-tech screening and counter drone equipment.
I don't think it's hyperbole that this is the world's most complex and challenging security event.
From deterring the danger drone delivery could turn into a terrorist tool.
Drones clearly are a top threat, but as what we kind of preach in the Atlanta field office is, let's not have a failure of imagination.
To dignitary protection.
We anticipate high-level government officials from all over the world to attend in Atlanta.
And the Secret Service's job will be to protect them.
Absolutely.
You don't know if the president or vice president will be here.
No, the way we've conducted our advance work already is anticipation for that. We know, especially once we get to the knockout rounds in July in Atlanta, we're going to have some high-level U.S. officials.
And much more.
We have planned to anticipate an array of threats and challenges.
Game day is Secret Service slang for the day a protectee touches down in town. But the U.S. Secret Service is one of dozens of agencies working to protect events surrounding a series of actual game days for the FIFA World Cup in Atlanta starting next month. So the Secret Service Atlanta Field Office Special Agent in Charge, Rob Donovan.
We don't expect any kind of attack or nefarious event here at the World Cup, but we anticipate it through our planning.
And Donovan confirms he's playing a particular role as a federal coordinator for the FIFA World Cup here.
I'm honored to be the federal coordinator for all the federal assets that are being used in support of our state and local partners.
Donovan says the Secret Service will bring to bear its experience fighting cybercrime, including a potential uptick in fraud.
Well, the United States Secret Service is charged to protect the financial infrastructure of the United States of America.
He says Secret Service and partners are alert for cyber attacks on infrastructure and for an increase in human trafficking.
The United States Secret Service has partnered with over 50 hotels in the Atlanta area.
So you've been planning for this for how long?
Over 2 years. We're currently moving from the planning stages to operational. And for the last 2 years, the U.S. Secret Service has had the opportunity to support our state and local partners. They so often do that for us. We're playing a supportive role here to an excellent security plan by our state and local partners. We've attacked our security plans. We've helped our partners dream up different scenarios that could befall us. We're prepared.
So Donovan says the partnership with local hotels involves human trafficking and information sharing, and that Secret Service's sister agency, HSI, has been conducting training at many of those hotels. He says he encourages everyone to get involved, and if you see something suspicious, say something. Reporting live in downtown Atlanta, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News.
Complex and challenging, in his words. I'm glad to know these men and women are on it. Mark, thank you. Georgia's public health officials are working to manage any health threats that could come along with so many visitors coming in for the World Cup. Yesterday on Channel 2 Action News at 6, we showed you how they're already screening for Ebola at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, and with the Democratic Republic of Congo's national team playing here in Atlanta, they're taking the necessary precautions. Health officials already have surveillance
has asked the judge to block that subpoena. It says the request is an invasive phishing investigation that could discourage election people from working future elections.
Tracking isolated showers and storms now, and a change to our weather pattern where we have been so wet. I'll show you with drier air, low humidity, sunshine when that returns for us.
Fulton County Sheriff is talking with Channel 2 Action News about his decision to stop booking a lot of people into the jail.
We're not doing this in a vacuum. We're talking to mayors. We're talking to police chiefs.
Why he's no longer accepting certain suspects and the time.
And humid.
Is to take advantage of great deals on a new Kia. Lease the specially tagged 2026 Sportage LX front-wheel drive for $249 a month.
I'm often asked, how'd you become the largest injury firm in the world? The answer is simple. We've won a lot. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan for the people.
Chevy drivers need a truck that shows up the same way they do. That's why Chevy Silverado is #1 in manufacturer loyalty. So they can go where others won't and always get it done. And as long as Chevy people keep showing up, we'll keep building trucks that do the same.
Just announced to get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 models. Or get $6,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, get an additional $1,000 when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
A mother came in with her 19-year-old son, and he was buying his first car. I just took it as if it was my son sitting across from me. And I knew that we can't rush this. I did not make him feel like he was just a number. I made him feel like he was a member.
Take advantage of our low rates today.
I literally got an email from him 5 years later. It said, Miss Donna, I wanted to let you know I'm making my final payment. And I emailed him back and just told him how proud I was of him. I really love what I do.
They say the ground tells a story. It carries weight. This road isn't for everyone. You gotta be made for it. We ride bold. We ride strong. We ride Ford. Get employee pricing on F-150. Employee pricing. You pay what we pay. Only at your local Ford dealer.
This is interesting. Lower utility bills, fewer breakdowns, longer lasting. Now, what on earth could this be? Oh, I knew Smiley had something to do with this. Must be time for the Super Smiley Mega Tune-Up. You know, those are all great reasons. And, here come some other reasons. Yeah, they're going to do that, and they're going to... Whoa, wow, that is mega.
Get an R.S. Andrews Mega Tune-Up now and protect your AC from summertime breakdowns.
Stealing a man's land, that's just wrong. But Burt Jones voted to make it easier for the government to take private property and give it to developers. They call it eminent domain. You know what I call it? A total crock. Burt Jones voted to let government steal my land and give it to fat cat developers. That's not just corrupt, that's disqualifying. I will not support Burt Jones.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. Look out for these stickers to take advantage of great deals on the new Kia. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months, plus $750 retail bonus cash on specially tagged 2026 Sorrento and Sportage vehicles.
A live look at Storm Tracker 2 HD radar as showers and storms. Take a look. Moving right across the area right now. And here's a look at the world's busiest airport. Things are looking better than they did just a bit earlier today. Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz is in Severe Weather Center 2 right now, updating his forecast and tracking our next wave of rain coming up in 15 minutes.
A driver is accused of running from state troopers before he crashed and killed a woman. Now we've learned it's not his first time being arrested for driving nearly 100 miles an hour. Channel 2's Tom Jones live at Grady Hospital tonight, where the sister of the woman who died is now recovering.
Linda, Heather McLaughlin was sitting in her car like this, and her sister, according to witnesses, was standing at her car just like this when she was hit and killed. Now Heather is in the hospital here. Her family says she's in a lot of pain. They may feel more pain after we learned that the driver accused of hitting them is accused of going at excessive speeds in another county. The cousin of 51-year-old Shatana Patterson couldn't believe a driver Georgia State Patrol says hit and killed her was going 90 miles an hour. Shatana's sister, Heather McLaughlin, was seriously injured in the crash.
It's my cousin, it's my family.
The family might not be happy to hear what we discovered when we looked into the criminal history of 26-year-old Fashawn White. He's the man GSP says ran from them at excessive speeds on I-20 Memorial Day, left the interstate and crashed into Patterson and McLaughlin at this gas station. We've looked into White's criminal history and found Cobb County Police arrested him in 2023 for going 89 miles on I-75 near Delk Road. He faces a long list of charges, including DUI after officers said he had meth in his system. White's bond conditions indicated he should not use alcohol or illegal drugs. But records show in 2024, he tested positive for cocaine and marijuana, was arrested for marijuana possession, failed to attend alcohol and drug counseling, and failed to appear for drug test screenings. Documents show pretrial services asked to have his bond revoked, but canceled that request after White showed he completed 6 drug and alcohol classes. And White faces first-degree vehicular homicide and other charges in this incident. He faces DUI, 3 counts of DUI, possession of a weapon by a convicted felon, and drug possession charges in that Cobb County case. We're live in downtown Atlanta at Grady Hospital. I'm Tom Jones for Channel 2 Action News.
New at 6, more workers say their families are at risk of going hungry because of higher food costs. A study shows a rise in people having trouble finding enough food for their families or using savings to cover everyday expenses. Economists at the Federal Reserve call it a remarkable increase in food insecurity, especially for families with young children. Food costs for eating at home and eating out are both up this year. Here at home, we're seeing the difficulty families face. Tuesday on Channel 2 Action News at 6, we took you inside the DeKalb County Animal Shelter. It's over capacity because so many dogs are being dropped off now. They say many families are having to give up their pets because they can no longer afford to care for them.
Reports of dirty water near a local data center have the feds looking into it. That data center is along the Newton-Morgan County line. Channel 2's Richard Elliott is live now in Morgan County for us with what neighbors, Richard, are saying about these concerns.
Yeah, this is that MARTA data center right there behind me at the end of the road. You see how close it is to the rural neighborhood here. The folks who live there say their well water is muddy and contaminated. They blame the data center. Other neighbors on either side say it kind of comes and goes, but all of them want to find out what the problem is. We flew News Drone 2 over this rural Morgan County neighborhood, the one that sits directly next door to this huge MARTA data center, so huge that Newton County says it uses about 100 to 2,000 gallons of water a day, roughly 2% of the county's daily water usage, but in a closed system. Still, neighbors are worried that the data center is affecting their wells, and they're getting support from an unlikely source.
I visited Morgan County, Georgia.
New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez says she came to this neighborhood and got mason jars of what she says is dirty well water, and she wanted answers from the EPA.
I have another one as well. So this wasn't just one well. These wasn't just one family's situation. This is what the drinking water now looks like.
But MARTA disagreed. In a statement, they told me they had commissioned a groundwater study, quote, which found that our data center operations and construction had no impact on the resident. So we literally walked door to door to talk to people about their concerns, including Victor Chafin.
Well, well water, you know, it got muddy when it rained some. Well, not like it does now.
Mr. Chafin didn't want us to show his face, but let us get video of his well. Sometimes he says his water is perfectly fine, but other times he says it's not. He lives close to MARTA, but can't say his problems are due to MARTA.
I mean, it just gets muddier, even with the littlest rain now. Yeah. And it's terrible.
Now, the EP promises to investigate. This, by the way, is a sample today from Mr. Chafin's well. You see, it's perfectly clear, which he said surprised even him. We're live in Morgan County. Richard Elliott, Channel 2 Action News.
A local woman was just trying to buy a new phone. It's been 3 months and still no phone.
Every email starts with, I understand your frustration. And I'm like, well, I don't think you do.
Why a family's having trouble getting a $1,000 refund, even though the phone company sent them the wrong device.
New body camera video shows a breach at Atlanta's airport, the struggle, and then the takedown.
Trees came down in a local neighborhood after a recent round of storms. The one thing neighbors say they're grateful for. Next.
Attention, everybody! If I could have the floor.
Silence! We're here to talk about Bob.
Mailman Bob? Man, I love Bob.
Well, Bob doesn't love us. He's leaving.
Oh, no, this is bad. Why would he leave us? I have no idea. Stay here. Mistakes were made.
We gotta get him to stay.
We need food. Human food. What do we do now? Anyone?
We bake.
Princess, flour.
Nailed it.
It's pie time.
How could I leave you guys? See you tomorrow.
Are you crying?
Are you not?
Current owners and lessees of an eligible competitive luxury brand vehicle get this exceptional lease offer on this 2026 Cadillac Lyriq all-wheel drive luxury vehicle shown.
Stealing a man's land, that's just wrong. But Burt Jones voted to make it easier for the government to take private property and give it to developers. They call it eminent domain. You know what I call it? A total crock. Burt Jones voted to let government steal my land and give it to fat cat developers. That's not just corrupt, that's disqualifying. I will not support Burt Jones.
Mom, I got it.
Life is but a dream. Life is but a dream.
Change happens fast. That's why we're giving you our best price on gig Wi-Fi. Just $50 a month for 5 years with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Design you feel in every detail. Technology as innovative as it is effortless. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick now. Buick, exceptional by design. Get this ultra-low mileage lease on this 2026 Buick Envista Preferred for around $219 per month.
President Trump endorsed only one, Burt Jones.
It's not like, oh, gee, let me think about it. This man has been an incredible leader. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Discover music and laugh surprises at every turn with Blue Man Group, June 16th and 17th at the Fox Theater. Buy one, get one with promo code FAM2FAM. Family to family and Georgia Natural Gas. Community coverage you can count on.
Sports on Channel 2 is sponsored by Estes Heat, Air, Plumbing, and Electrical. Visit EstesAir.com for a free electrical panel inspection. It's that easy. It's Estes.
Breaking news. Right now, police are working to figure out what led to a shooting. It happened on Lee Street in Southwest Atlanta. Channel 2's Barron Peterson is live there now. And Barron, you see about half a dozen police cars. There's also an SUV with shattered glass.
Yeah, it's a hot crime scene. We're at the corner of Lee Street Southwest and West Whitehall, and this is right off I-20. So I want to turn your attention to the silver SUV. We're going to push in on that, and you'll see bullet holes and shattered glass. So the cops were called out here. They found a man shot outside that BP gas station. We're told the victim was alert. The ambulance picked him up. He's already been rushed to the hospital, and police have fanned out in the lot of the convenience store, and then there's a Church's Chicken, which is right across the street. It's not even 50 paces away from the crime scene. So cops are swarming all over both areas. Police also directing traffic. So to recap, and by the way, it's going to be slow. You're going to try to get through this area. To recap, one person shot, taken to the hospital. No information yet on a search for a suspect or whether anyone has been arrested. Live in Southwest Atlanta, Barron Peterson, Channel 2 Action News.
We will keep checking on that, Barron. Thank you.
A driver's in custody. Police say he was going almost 180 miles an hour. Here's Elward Anderson. The Coweta County Sheriff's Office says they tried to conduct a traffic stop after clocking him at 94 miles an hour on 85. They say Anderson sped off and then eventually crashed. Police arrested him and detained a passenger.
Mostly dry across Metro Atlanta, but I'm tracking a few storms approaching from the south and when more wet weather returns coming up.
Double down. Checkers and Rallies, $3.49 doubles.
Double down.
The cheesy, toasty new sourdough double melt with 2 beef patties and grilled onions. Cheese double or a spicy chin double, just $3.49 each. Go all in for less, only at Checkers and Rallies.
Serving is more than a tradition. It's a call, and you've answered it. Across the country, oceans, and generations. It's your legacy, and it deserves to be recognized. That's why we're proud to extend exclusive offers to military personnel active or retired. You move this country forward, and we're riding with you. Current eligible non-GM lessees get this low-mileage lease on this Equinox for around $279 per month. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Allergies aren't fun for anyone, especially when they work their way into your home. A professional air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer can dramatically improve indoor air quality and significantly reduce indoor allergens. Installing our whole home purification system Restore will even help prevent the spread of airborne viruses and bacteria. If you want to significantly reduce allergy triggers in your home, call or go online to book a free inspection today.
My father did leave me when I was 9 months old. My mother was an alcoholic. I had 7 stepfathers by the time I was 12. She got drunk again, and I told my uncle, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to run away. When you live like I did, you don't have food on the table. You don't forget that, and you don't forget the people that struggle. I'm the only candidate in this race who doesn't owe a thing to the political establishment.
Rick Jackson's not full of crap like some of the other politicians.
I think he's the man of his word.
Georgia families are getting squeezed. Groceries cost more, rent costs more, healthcare costs more, and property taxes are completely out of control.
I support Mr. Jackson because I believe in what he says.
Like Trump, Rick doesn't back down.
As governor, my mission is simple. Make Georgia the most affordable state in America.
The insiders hate him, and I'm all in on that.
There's no BS about him.
I'll spend whatever it takes to win this race. Take away their power, give it back where it belongs to the people of Georgia, especially the hardworking men and women who have been forgotten and left in the shadows for too long, just like I was.
Weather presented by Motley, protecting Georgia families since 1984.
Well, early after you were tuned in, Channel 2 Action News at 3 and 4. I was tracking those heavy downpours and those storms right in the heart of the metro. Not the case now. A little break in the rain, some breaks in the clouds with some blue sky, but there are scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. So down here, Pike, Spalding, northern Lamar counties lifting towards the north. Very heavy rain and a few clouded ground lightning strikes also here into Upson County and a little bit into Troup and Meriwether. That's going to lift to the north and affect parts of the South Metro here over the next 45 minutes. Here's a live look out at the world's busiest airport. A lot of clouds, a few breaks here and there, and I'm going to keep a few isolated storms in the forecast through 9 o'clock. So you see the thunderstorms there, but look at the bottom, 30% chance at 7 and 9 for any one particular spot. And again, at 7 o'clock, it's mainly going to be in the South Metro. 20% chance of a stray shower at 11 and staying very warm. So pollen count, haven't spoken much about that recently, but I wanted to point it out today because for those of you sensitive to the pollen, and we were in those triple and quadruple digits for so long, look at today's pollen count. Literally one pollen spore per cubic meter of air. How about that? Very low. However, with the wet weather we've had here recently, the mold is in the extremely high range. So if you're sensitive to the mold, you may be feeling that. Here's what you can expect over the next couple of hours. Those isolated showers and a few storms in the South Metro diminish a bit as we head towards 11 o'clock. But again, keep it a 20% chance of a stray shower around at 11. That's it. Overnight into the morning hours, partly to mostly cloudy, but a dry start to the day tomorrow. And then tomorrow afternoon, there'll be a few isolated showers and storms through the afternoon and evening hours, but I expect it's going to be likely even a little bit less than today. So drying out a bit for most of us through tomorrow, but widespread rain returns Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you add it all up, another 1 to 2 inches of rain. That'll be common. That's the purple. Some isolated spots in blue, a little bit less. Isolated spots in red have a little more than 2 inches of rain. So with all this wet weather recently and more to come, so got to start to think about mosquito prevention in particular. This is most important. Eliminate any standing water around your property. Of course, regular yard maintenance helps. And when you're going to be outside, wear that mosquito repellent. Here's what's going on. High pressure over the western Atlantic, going to continue to pump up that Gulf moisture. Rain returns widespread Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But this dry air just to our north and east arrives early next week. I expect by Tuesday, lower humidity, more sunshine, and end to our wet weather pattern early in June. 5-day forecast with a weekend always in view. We'll see those isolated showers and storms tomorrow get to 85. Widespread rain Friday, and for the last weekend of May, showers and storms tapering off a bit by Monday.
Okay, Brad. Breaking news right now, law enforcement working to identify remains found along a rural road. The GBI, Haralson, and Polk County Sheriff's offices are telling investigators right now what they're doing. The road spans both counties, and it's near the Alabama-Georgia state line. They say there's no threat to the public, and they're actively looking into this.
Fulton County Sheriff is explaining a change that will keep people arrested on misdemeanor charges out of the jail. with exceptions for those charged with misdemeanors related to domestic violence, sexual assault, or aggravated circumstances. Channel 2's Candace McCowan is live outside the jail on Rice Street, where you met with the sheriff today.
Yeah, and Linda, I'll tell you, this will impact people who've been charged with misdemeanors like shoplifting or maybe public drunkenness. They will not be booked here at the jail. And the sheriff told me time will tell the impact that this has on the overcrowding issue inside that jail.
Well, our goal is to understand the impact. I do believe that ultimately it will not make as large an impact as people believe.
Fulton County Sheriff Patrick Labat is talking about a policy change. The Fulton County Jail will stop accepting misdemeanor arrestees, with exceptions for domestic violence, sexual assault, and aggravated circumstances. County Commission Chair Rob Pitts tells Channel 2 this will help with an ongoing problem.
Because we have a overcrowding problem in our jail, and this is an easy way to help to reduce our jail population.
But Sheriff Labat says it's part of a plan to keep people out of jail who don't belong there. And the sheriff says he's not worried about the message it will send.
If you're a repeat offender, you're certainly coming to jail. We are not lightening up on crime. If you belong in jail, you will be at 901 Rice Street.
For now, he's working with the agencies impacted, from police departments that use the jail to mayors and more.
Our Solicitor General, as well as all the way to Madam Clerk.
And while this change will happen July 1st in the midst of World Cup play in Atlanta, Labat says the policy change has been in the works since last year.
We released a guy yesterday that was charged with public drunk. But ultimately, when you talk to the chiefs around the World Cup and what that looks like, they have provisions for those type of circumstances.
The sheriff also saying that he will host a town hall so the community can give their feedback sometime next month. Here outside of the Fulton County Jail, I'm Candace McCowan for Channel 2 Action News.
Neighbors told us how happy they are that this giant tree back here did not cause more damage when it fell today. This afternoon, workers were seen on Twin Branch Road in Sandy Springs in North Fulton County, cutting the tree into pieces after it fell. The 40 to 50-foot tree came crashing down earlier today and blocked the street even. Some neighbors say they lost power for a few hours, but they recognize it could have been much worse.
Didn't fall on the house and just fell on the street with no traffic.
The couple that lives on the property believes the tree fell due to recent rain, waterlogging the decaying trunk. And now flooding is a real concern for neighbors in this Cobb County community. We took you to this place along Seminole Drive during Channel 2 Action News this morning. Leaders are now working on a plan to prevent the flooding problem.
Milton, prepare for months of detours. The work that's going on along this busy road that will have you taking the long way around.
Now, Channel 2 Sports Director Zach Klein coming up. We're going to visit with the Falcons, who continue to organize team activities today. How's Michael Penix Jr. looking just 6 months after his ACL surgery? We're going to hear from his teammates next. Stay with us.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
Channel 2 Action News is brought to you in part by Atlanta Toyota, your #1 dealer.
Get ready to roll in a new Toyota from Atlanta Toyota. Pleasant Hill Road, Duluth.
Tonight, millions bracing for more severe storms, tracking flash flood alerts, plus the race to curb the Ebola outbreak as cases rise quickly, and Iran's threat to retaliate for U.S. strikes. World News Tonight with David Muir is the most watched newscast in America.
Summer is a gift. A gift of days that last a little longer. A brighter state of mind. So look out for these stickers and gift yourself a new Kia during the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event, where every SUV and sedan comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. 0% APR for up to 48 months, plus $750 retail bonus cash on specially tagged 2026 Sorrento and Sportage vehicles.
Red Jackson sued President Trump over Trump's tough-on immigration policies. Now we know why. Jackson got caught employing illegal immigrants at his mansion. Jackson's company also got caught profiting by importing cheap foreign workers to take jobs from Americans. And Jackson's companies even sued for immigration trafficking and racketeering. Jackson got rich through corruption and hurting American workers.
You don't have any illegals working for you right now? In the past?
I don't know.
For your home to be truly healthy, it needs to be bug and critter free. Who knows what germs they bring in? Don't settle for the 5-minute outside only spray and pray approach to pest control. It's the gross, germy bugs inside you want gone for good. Trust Breda Pest Management to protect your home inside and out, because a pest-free home is a healthy home.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
We're here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you should pay what we pay.
Get employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles. Plus, military and first responders can receive a special incentive on select Ford vehicles.
At Georgia Natural Gas, we believe going greener should be simple. And with Greener Life, it is. Because one simple choice made by thousands of customers has added up to something big. Together, we've helped offset 1 billion pounds of carbon from the atmosphere. Proof that simple really does add up. So join today and get 12 months of Greener Life for free.
The latest attack from Burt Jones, total garbage. I supported Brian Kemp 100% against Stacey Abrams. I donated the maximum to Kemp, hosted a fundraiser at my house for him, and gave him $100,000 more to beat Abrams into the ground. Burt Jones, he's just lying, because that's what corrupt career politicians always do. I'm Rick Jackson, and I'm running for governor to take the power from them and give it back to you.
Well, today the weather held off enough anyway. The Falcons are able to practice outside.
Yeah, Channel 2 Sports Director Zach Klein's joining us now with who was there, Zach, and who wasn't there.
James Pierce Jr. guys was not there, but most everybody else was. They are organized team activities, a total of 10 of them before mandatory minicamp hits next month. Players are encouraged to show up, but they don't have to. Quarterback Michael Penix Jr. was on the field today, and while he's not 100%, head coach Kevin Stefanski said earlier today that he's right where he's supposed to be at this point of his rehab process. Our Allison Mastrangelo is in Flowery Branch. He had a chance to catch up with quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, who said Penix is doing all the right things.
Shoot, I'm impressed by what he's shown out there. Of course, you can just tell that he's been here working really hard to be able to get back out there. And you can see the level of respect that the guys that have been here last year with him have for him, both offense and defensively. And then also, new coaching staff, but you can see the amount of respect that the coaches have for him.
Now, Tua also had high praise for rookie receiver and former Bulldog Zachariah Branch. He says he is fast and shifty, and he also reminds him of his former teammate Jalen Waddle, especially since they both wear the jersey number 17. Reporting from Flowery Branch, I'm Allison Mastrangelo, Channel 2 Action News.
All right, Allison, thank you. We were in Fayetteville earlier this morning, less than 24 hours after the 26-man roster was announced in New York. The United States men's national soccer team, they were practicing their first practice as a team just weeks out from the opening matches of the FIFA World Cup. The U.S. men's national team will train here for a few days before they head off to Charlotte, North Carolina this weekend for a friendly match against Senegal, which is on Sunday. A well-deserved promotion for Ansay Saleh as the Hawks today naming him the president of basketball operations. They signed him also to a long-term contract extension. Ansay was runner-up this past season for the NBA's Executive of the Year honor. Linda?
Zach, thank you. New information today about a man found dead inside an old grocery store. The investigation and why detectives are calling this suspicious. Plus,
a Georgia woman was just trying to get a new iPhone. This is the kind of customer service nightmare that just drives you crazy. I'm consumer investigator Justin Gray. Why this very simple thing has just gone completely off the rails.
Get any size AC for $69.99 a month, including our unbeatable lifetime warranty.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 2.9% APR for 72 months on 2026 Sierra 1500 models.
My father did leave me when I was 9 months old. My mother was an alcoholic. I had 7 stepfathers by the time I was 12. She got drunk again, and I told my uncle, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to run away. When you live like I did, you don't have food on the table. You don't forget that, and you don't forget the people that struggle. I'm the only candidate in this race who doesn't owe a thing to the political establishment.
Rick Jackson's not full of crap like some of the other politicians.
I think he's the man of his word.
Georgia families are getting squeezed. Groceries cost more, rent costs more, healthcare costs more, and property taxes are completely out of control.
I support Mr. Jackson because I believe in what he says.
Like Trump, Rick doesn't back down.
As governor, my mission is simple. Make Georgia the most affordable state in America.
The insiders hate him, and I'm all in on that.
There's no BS about him.
I'll spend whatever it takes to win this race. Take away their power, give it back where it belongs to the people of Georgia, especially the hardworking men and women who have been forgotten and left in the shadows for too long, just like I was.
Through every stage of life, it's great to have a partner to help you take the next step. To open that first checking account, build credit, save for the future, plan for retirement, and create a legacy for those who matter most. From that first milestone to all the moments ahead, greater awaits. Bank OZK.
Cash 4 players won big yesterday, and you could win $154 million tonight with Powerball. Watch tonight's drawing starting at 11, only on Channel 2.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 2.9% APR for 72 months on 2026 Sierra 1500 models.
We have an update for you on breaking news in Cobb County, where authorities are investigating a police shooting. Cobb County officers say one of their own shot that suspected shoplifter outside the town center at Cobb along Ernest Barrett Parkway. When we got to the scene, we saw a gun on the ground in the parking lot. Police told us the weapon does not belong to them, and they have not said who it belongs to. And we are just getting this update that the suspect is dead. We'll continue to check with Cobb County Police about what led to the shooting, and we'll bring it to you on air and on WSB-TV.com.
Let's talk about the weather, because we're tracking some storms in North Georgia and also Metro Atlanta. Time-lapse video, take a look. It's from our Midtown tower camera. It shows those rain clouds rolling in earlier today.
And we got a couple hours of clearer skies. We'll take more of that. More rain expected tonight, though. Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz, you're tracking it all, and Severe Weather Center, too.
So you see the yellow on the map, that's up over Virginia and West Virginia. That's where the severe weather threat is. Isolated showers and storms here over the last few hours have been diminishing, not completely over. So we come in a little bit closer, and you can see across the metro area, most of North Georgia dry. Some of these showers and storms now into parts of Jasper County, back into Spalding County. That's some heavy rain there, and it's lifting to the north Upson County as well. So heavy downpours within this, moving up into the South Metro and weakening as it does. Through the night, we'll be dry. We'll have only a very few isolated showers and storms tomorrow before the wet weather returns again for a few days. Check out your 5-day forecast with the weekend always a view. Tomorrow's rain chance is 30%. There'll be a few storms out there, but the coverage very isolated. We'll get to the mid-80s. Then more widespread wet weather back Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then by Monday, rain chances starting to trend down again ahead of some drier air that's going to be moving in. By Tuesday, it looks like things will be much nicer by around Tuesday of next week. More on that, an updated forecast on WSB tonight at 11.
Can't wait, Brad. Thank you. A mom bought a new iPhone 3 months ago from Metro by T-Mobile, but that phone is sitting in a Texas warehouse, and she's out $1,300. Channel 2 consumer investigator Justin Gray is here. Justin, it all ties to what seems like a pretty basic mistake.
Linda, Metro by T-Mobile originally sent a different phone than they recorded in their records. That's led to months of problems and dozens of emails and calls going nowhere.
Every email starts with, "I understand your frustration." And I'm like, well, I don't think you do.
As a young single mom, every dollar counts for Grace Johnson. Buying a new phone is a big expense.
It means a lot to me, especially now that I have a baby and I have a job. I work 12-hour shifts.
Johnson paid more than $1,300 for the iPhone through Metro by T-Mobile back in February. When the phone arrived, Metro said it could not be activated because what's called the IMEI number did not match the records. Essentially, the wrong phone was shipped.
They told me that I had received the wrong IEMI phone.
T-Mobile told Johnson to ship it back so they could fix the mistake.
This is the shipping label. This is how you know it got there.
Yes.
It's now been sitting in a Texas warehouse for 2 months. No refund, no replacement phone, because you guessed it, the warehouse now says the IMEI numbers don't match.
We know that it's not the right phone, but at the end of the day, that's the phone they sent. That's the phone we sent back. So that's not on us.
Seems like a simple enough, even silly mistake, but the Johnsons have been getting nowhere, getting it resolved or getting their money back.
This is email after email after email after tracking number, order number, receipts that her and I both have emailed back and forth.
Now, we did reach out to T-Mobile to see what's going on here, get a statement. They still haven't responded to us either. We'll stay on it, George.
All right, Justin, thank you. New developments now after someone found a man dead inside an old grocery store. The Cobb County Medical Examiner has now identified that man as James Connell. A maintenance worker found him while checking on the building. Investigators told us they do suspect foul play in Connell's death.
This evening, some drivers in North Fulton County are facing 5 months of detours. Workers are replacing a bridge, and that project has shut down a stretch of Freemanville Road between Providence Road and Landrum Road in Milton. Channel 2's Brian Mims is live near the work zone. And Brian, it comes as many small bridges across the state come to the end of their lifespans.
Right. This is the state's first bridge replacement in Milton. City officials say there will be 4 other bridges replaced in the city in the next couple of years. And you'll see all the construction equipment parked over this creek, this small bridge that spans a creek. The work ended early because of the rain. This is a disruption, of course, but drivers around here say they're just rolling with it.
It's a bridge built decades before subdivisions sprung up all around it. What had been a sleepy country road is now a busy suburban corridor. So at a cost of $2.9 million, the state is tearing the bridge down and building a new one. That means months of detours for drivers like Don Cruz.
It'll be a little bit of an inconvenience, but that's kind of how it is, I guess, when they take a bridge out.
Built in 1960, the bridge was wearing out. Its load capacity was 50% lower than current design standards. Rob Del Ross, Milton's Deputy Public Works Director, says the bridge had come to the end of its lifespan.
So the bridge itself was deteriorating to the point where the state wanted to use their funding to replace it. Bridges generally have a 60 to 80-year design life. Many of the bridges across the state are all reaching that end of life very soon.
A Georgia Department of Transportation spokesperson says the agency works closely with cities and counties to replace aging bridges that are not located on the state highway system. Milton did ask the state to wait until school was out for the summer before demolishing the bridge when traffic is lighter. David Kitchen says the city did a good job prepping drivers about the road closure and what's expected to be 5 months of detours.
I think they've been as considerate to everybody as they possibly can be, and we're all going to have to deal with it.
This project is paid for mostly with federal funds, but it also included money from the state and the city of Milton. The new bridge will include space on either side for a multi-use trail. Until the bridge is open, drivers have to use Birmingham Highway to get around this. Live in Milton, Brian Mims, Channel 2 Action News.
Let's get to new developments now in an airport breach. This is body cam video of the incident earlier this month. You can see a man right there walking down the terminal being pursued by TSA agents. He's accused of rushing through security.
How you doing? Stand by. I gotta talk to you, bro.
I don't have nothing on me.
Okay.
I have my laptop.
I gotta talk to you, though.
Yeah, talk to me about what? These people are holding me captive.
I ain't get to say
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Stand by, man.
After ignoring commands to stop, a struggle ensued.
Put your hand behind your back. Put your other hand back. Put your hand behind your back. Come on. That's where it goes. That's where it goes.
Agents arrested and charged the man with obstruction and simple battery.
On Wall Street today, the Dow jumped 182 points. The NASDAQ gained 18.
Only Calavan Kia can bring the heat and chill on the west side. Let's go.
On WSB Tonight, it's new local stories and why they matter.
Breaking down late developing details, investigating, covering all sides.
WSB Tonight, we are first on the scene at this breaking news.
Stay up and see what's new on WSB Tonight at 11.
Switch your termite protection to Breda, and your rate is locked in for 10 years.
Not only do we protect you from termites coming back at no charge, we fix the damage at no charge, but the remainder of your contract is free if termites ever come back.
Breda Pest Management is better at keeping termites out, and they'll lock in your termite rate for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Design you feel in every detail. Technology as innovative as it is effortless. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick now. Buick, exceptional by design. Get this ultra-low mileage lease on this 2026 Buick Envista Preferred for around $219 per month.
It's rough when you must face an 18-wheeler wreck. The insurance company's delays, clangs, twist facts, plays games. Nonsense. It's go time, team. I'm attorney Ken Nugent. My experienced team and I are unstoppable when it comes to winning what you rightfully deserve. We don't wait for things to happen. We make them happen.
Faster.
One call, that's all.
CallKen.com.
Stealing a man's land, that's just wrong. But Burt Jones voted to make it easier for the government to take private property and give it to developers. They call it eminent domain. You know what I call it? A total crock. Burt Jones voted to let government steal my land and give it to fat cat developers. That's not just corrupt, that's disqualifying. I will not support Burt Jones.
When your home feels clean and happy,
the people inside feel clean and happy too.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Let's look at what we're working on for WSB Tonight at 11. We're talking with the woman who got stuck in these floodwaters on the connector nearly a week ago now. She was rescued, and she admits she did not know how she was going to get out of here. Plus, with more rain in the forecast this week, what you can do if you find yourself in a similar situation. That story more at 11 on WSB Tonight.
So glad the right people at the right time were there to help her get to the side. Thanks for being here, for counting on Channel 2 Action News.
Remember, get those updates throughout the evening on the WSB-TV News app. ABC World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
Good night, everybody.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Tonight's primetime lineup is sponsored by Original Mattress Factory.
Ready for a better mattress shopping experience? Stop by and see what sets OMF apart from the rest. The Original Mattress Factory, Consumer Reports' top-rated mattress store.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. Look out for these stickers to take advantage of great deals on the new Kia. Lease the specially tagged 2026 Sportage LX front-wheel drive for $249 a month.
Burt Jones is Georgia's relentless tax fighter. Burt Jones fought to end tax giveaways for data centers and helped suspend Georgia's gas tax. As lieutenant governor, Burt Jones just passed a state income tax cut. As governor, he'll end punishing property taxes.
And I won't stop until they're eliminated completely.
Burt Jones, endorsed by President Trump and hardworking taxpayers all across Georgia. Join him.
This Nissan lineup goes and goes. And goes. And goes. As in really goes the distance. Fuel efficiency that doesn't run out when you go out. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims or get $3,500 customer cash on Rogue.
President Trump endorsed only one, Burt Jones.
It's not like, oh, gee, let me think about it. This man has been an incredible leader. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
I hope they don't give you any trouble. Don't worry, I've got backup.
Tagging in WWE superstar Liv Morgan as your babysitter? That's a power move. Hiring America's largest injury law firm for your injury? That's also a power move. Morgan & Morgan.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. Look out for these stickers to take advantage of great deals on a new Kia. Get 0% APR up to 48 months plus $750 retail bonus cash on specially tagged 2026 Sorrento and Sportage vehicles.
Some stories are bigger.
Channel 2 Action News live with this breaking situation.
They unfold in real time. Change as you watch.
We know this community well. We have multiple reporters.
When stories break, when it matters most. Channel 2 Action News. Every day at 4, 5, and 6.
Relax and let Kroger Delivery handle your groceries. We start with the freshest items, and our trucks keep your food cool right to your door. Fresh groceries your way with Kroger Delivery. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Want to hear a sound that's music to your ears? It's this one.
You're a winner!
Because that means you're an instant winner in the Cash 4 444 promotion. For 44 days, 444 Cash 4 players will win $444 right on the spot. Just listen for this prize alert on the terminal.
You're a winner!
Or look for the prize alert on your ticket to see if you've won. There are 444 winners through June 30th. So play Cash 4 to instantly win an extra $444. Only from the Georgia Lottery.
Relax and let Kroger Delivery handle your groceries. We start with the freshest items, and our trucks keep your food cool right to your door. Fresh groceries your way with Kroger Delivery. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Good evening. I'm Renee Miller with your Cash 3, your Cash 4, and your Georgia 5 evening drawings. Hey, Georgia, backed by popular demand, it's the Cash 4 444 promotion. Now through June 30th, you can instantly win cash when you play. Go to galottery.com for details. What do you say we play Cash 3 right now? Here we go. First number is 8, followed by 7, and our final number is 3. Again, those numbers are 8, 7, and 3. Now we're going to move over to your Cash 4 evening numbers, and here we go. First number is 0, followed by number 8. Up next, we have 3, and our final number is 9. Again, the numbers are 0, 8, 3, 9. Now moving over to Georgia 5, and here we go. First number is number 9, followed by number 4. Up next, we have number 9, followed by number 6, and our final number tonight is number 3. Again, the numbers are 9, 4, 9, 6, 3.
Breaking news, weather, traffic, 95.5 WSB.